Yeah. So
Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Kick back, light up, let the good vibes flow. It's Gorilla Cigar Lounge, the place to go. Politics, nerds, and the good old days. Grab your drink, join the talk, let's set it ablaze. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. So spark up that stove, let's start the show. At Gorilla Cigar Lounge, let the conversation flow.
I was Cigar Lounge, where I can't smoke a damn cigar tonight. Yeah, bad enough that they only gave me Novocaine to extract a fucking tooth. That there they won't prescribe me the good shit. Then they tell me I can't smoke. Well, fuck you. But with me, I got Jim from Commodore Productions. How are you doing?
Howdy, howdy. Pretty good. And you?
Well,
Yeah.
it's been a fucking day. Hey, but I don't want to hear from the one guy. Oh, I can't come to work because I got a little carpal tunnel. I went to work with looking like a damn chipmunk with an infection in my face there all day yesterday. Then as soon as I got done getting my tooth extracted, I went straight to work. So I don't want to hear about carpal tunnel.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, how are you doing, Mikey?
doing good, Gorilla. It's countdown about 36 hours before we're going to be forced out of our apartment for the exterminator guys. So believe me, the cats are not looking forward to it right now. But I know my Suzanne can coax them into their little carriers. So yeah, we'll be ready for that. That'll be Thursday. So
Well, did they at least get you a place to stay?
well, here that's the thing. If they tell us that it's like that it's going to linger only for a couple hours, they'll probably they'll tell us how long to wait, and then we'll go upstairs and we'll just open up a big window, and we got a window here back here, that just opens up real easily and lets some of it out. So we just have to. They tell us that it takes just a couple of hours. Suzanne knows about this. I guess because she's gone through it before. So yeah, we'll just hope it's only a couple hours. But if we have to move to someplace else, yeah, I hope they give us someplace to stay. I hope. Yeah, so yeah. But that's where
Yeah,
we stand. Yeah.
yeah. And we got a new person to the panel here, Suzanne. How are you doing?
Man.
Yeah, Suzanne,
I'm I'm doing good.
Yep.
I am so happy that your mic works there, sweetie. So glad to
It
see it.
depends on the stream I'm in.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's the
Yeah,
first time it's worked here, so that's great.
Yeah, it's
that's
great.
awesome.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, welcome
Works
aboard.
in Discord every time.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sound good.
And sit Dan, how are you doing?
Still alive and kicking and not dead yet. How about you?
Well, I want to be kicking someone right now, but that's a whole different stuff.
Tell
Yeah.
me, will that be your ex-wives though?
What have I been bitching about for the last minutes there?
He's been like talking about the same thing for the last few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always has a toothache around.
Well, I think I'm gonna change whose foot my or whose ass my foot's gonna go up here pretty soon. Speaking of foot's up the ass, where the hell's LDG at?
He's probably got
I don't
his
know.
foot stuck up his ass.
Yeah. And how are you doing, PvP?
Oh, not too bad. I still can't get this to work. You know, it's weird. It was working okay at first, like a couple of weeks ago when you switched over to EVMux, but now it says I'm offline. I can't see my avatar on here, even though it looks like it's showing up on the
Yeah,
YouTube
I see
Yeah.
it.
stream.
It
LDG,
is.
And
LDG.
I also have no way to mute my microphone. It won't mute. So if I start, so all of a sudden, if I have a coughing attack, I'll try to cover my cover the microphone. Does that help at all when I put my hand over the mic?
Oh,
But
you don't have like a little button on your thing that'll mute you?
oh, I got the button. It's I can see my voice going up and down on the little mute
No,
microphone, but I click on it and nothing happens. I
no,
just
but on your headset itself, you don't have a mute button on your
no,
head,
no. This headset does not have a mute button.
huh?
It never did. Like when I bought it, I that was one of the first things I noticed. There was no mute button on, no control on the cord or nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing
I
on the
mean,
side of the headphones.
yeah, but I mean, we can definitely hear you. I mean, you're coming in loud and clear on my end. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
same here.
yeah, that's the problem. If I start coughing, you're going to hear that too. But oh well, because I can't mute. I can't mute.
okay, well,
You,
it's all right. Don't worry about it, PvP.
Yeah,
Life's
because
too
the
short.
thing is, this is the best pair of headphones I've ever had for talking on the internet. The last pair I had were about the same price, but they snapped in half after about 6 months because they were so cheaply made, I guess. But even though they look the same, but this pair is holding up much better so far, and I think it's just superior, other than not having a mute button. But everything else on it has been great. So
Yeah. So let's go ahead and say hi to the chat. Jim was first in. He said hello. And, well, and he only needs two more subs to be 9,000. Can we get him up to
yep,
9,000 tonight? We'll try.
Yeah, I will open up five more YouTube accounts and all subscribe to Jim's channel.
there you go.
Yeah. And sit there and say hello to everybody here. And welcome, Cheese Rat. Or, well, it's supposed to be Cheese Rat 3. Welcome,
He's at
welcome.
3? Okay.
huh.
Yeah. And welcome, Scurvy. He goes, yo, fruitcakes. Hey, Scurvy. He goes, light one up anyhow. I've been smoking cigarettes there because fuck that. There's no way I can put up with the guys at my job and not smoking.
Yeah.
And yes, sir, Scurvy Suzanne is on the panel tonight.
We are honored and blessed to have
Oh
Miss
yeah,
Suzanne Epstein here on the panel. Yes, we are.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, I
Yeah,
wouldn't go that far.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, I'd just be polite.
And
Yeah.
you were. Thank you.
Well, I
Yeah.
would say this. Probably the first official panel she probably was on my panel a few weeks ago.
Oh,
Was
it was
she?
horrible.
Oh,
Yeah. Couldn't hear me at all.
wow.
Yeah, well, we could hear
gosh.
whatever you did tonight. It worked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what you've been
Well,
doing tonight works great,
Excellent
Suzanne.
work.
yeah, it sounds good tonight.
Yeah.
I came into the stream,
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. JP
but
says
not off of YouTube.
uh,
Ah,
yeah. And JP says 8 to 12 hours. I'm guessing that's for how long it takes to clear out all that fog shit.
yeah.
And then he goes, he's bitching about his teeth. Damn right, I have the right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
And
Gorilla,
PvP,
did they give you any painkillers to take till the pain goes away, or are you in not
no,
too much pain?
No,
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 they only gave
no.
me Novocaine.
All he
Ah,
did was get Novocaine when he because he had
jeez.
that injected, and
You
then he
mean,
doesn't get any of the good shit that keeps him calm and everything afterwards.
didn't didn't they freeze everything up before they pulled the tooth? Like,
Just Novocaine.
oh, that sounds
Yeah,
painful.
Novocaine. Yeah.
Jeez. I remember
Well,
when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, they froze everything up, and it was still pretty bad because it took about 20 minutes per tooth. Because the doctor goes, "Hey, you got really deep roots," and I'm thinking, "Oh, great, thanks. That's so good to know. It's going to take even longer and be more uncomfortable." But
No,
yeah.
they just knocked me out.
Oh, they knocked you. Oh, well, that's not so bad then.
I had my wisdom teeth taken out. They just knocked my ass
Oh,
out.
I was awake when they pulled mine, but
No,
everything was
no.
froze up. So
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, Gorilla. Did they use laughing gas or just regular, like, you know, like a sedative gas or something just to knock you out?
Okay.
And I use laughing gas.
Today they only gave me Novocaine to numb it up, and apparently the infection it kind of counteracts the Novocaine. So
Mm. Wow,
Won't
okay.
you listen?
so
okay.
so Gorilla. So what time was it when you left the office? Roughly, like how long were you under for?
Yeah.
yeah, and how long was I in excruciating pain as they sat there and fucking yanked?
Yep.
I went in about 8:10. I was a little late getting to my appointment today because my car likes to fucking lock itself with the key inside. But I was I was to work by 9 o'clock.
Man, that
Wow.
was fast.
That was fast.
Yeah. And PvP, do you want to read this one?
Yeah, Lemon Pie says PvP has no lasagna button on his mic. Well, yeah, that's true. I can obviously agree with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but Lemon, I'm surprised you're saying lasagna. What about his eggnog mic or his eggnog headphones?
Not really.
It's like the same color.
Oh
Well,
boy.
and it is eggnog season. Is there any eggnog on sale to where you are a PvP?
Not for a price I'm going to pay for it.
No, it's ridiculous price.
It's basically almost $6 a carton at most of the stores
Oh,
I've
God,
noticed.
it's embarrassing, isn't it,
That's
PvP?
just well, I don't really like to pay any more than $4. If I get 2 liters for $4, that's yeah maybe when I'm getting closer to Christmas. But
Yeah,
I had some eggnog last week anyway, and tell you the truth, I didn't enjoy it quite as much this year as I had in past years. So maybe I'm phased myself off the eggnog.
yeah. Was that the
Oh,
eggnog you shared with rum? Is that the one you
Yeah.
had with
You
rum?
know, I
Yeah,
think it was though. I think it was actually I hadn't had rum since last Christmas because it's not really my drink of choice usually. But usually I'll get a bottle of that for the eggnog. But I found that I was not really enjoying the taste of the rum, even with the eggnog mix. I guess it's just been too long, maybe since I had any rum, and I'm not used to the flavor of it. So I might not even buy any more rum for Christmas this year.
yeah.
so
It just didn't taste as good. I don't know.
so basically, you're weaning yourself off of alcohol right now.
Well, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that. Yeah,
Now
Nothing
PvP.
wrong with that.
not during the holidays though. I know that would be setting myself up for failure. But yeah, I'm thinking of trying to make a few lifestyle changes in the new year. Uh, I need to get on a good diet too, and get on a no carbs or low carbs kind of diet, and eat a lot more vegetables, and just get on a healthier lifestyle in general. I
Yeah.
think.
All I'm gonna say is PvP is that, I was blessed and lucky that I had Suzanne in my life because, like I said, I've been cold sober. I have not drank a single thing of alcohol in 9 years
Uh huh.
since yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
since
that's good.
2015. So if you when you're ready to make that commitment, let me know. I'll support you 1,000%.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll probably wait till after New Year's because
Oh, do it
Christmas to
right
New
after
Year's.
New Year's Eve. That's
Yeah,
when I did it. I started right on January 1st, straight up, like
yeah,
right after that. Yeah.
yeah. I figured the New Year is a good time to try and actually, maybe make a resolution or two that I can actually stick with. So,
Cold. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I'm going to talk to my doc. I'm actually seeing my doctor on Friday, and I'm going to ask her about what options there might be to help me just get totally alcohol free. So I'm sure she'll be able to help because I have a very good doctor. So she actually seems to care about her patients. So I'll just run it by her and see what she says.
Well,
Anyway,
that's good.
anyway,
Anyway,
this is getting boring talking about my possible sobriety in the new year.
No, but we're here to support you for that.
Yeah, I
we will.
appreciate.
We will.
I do appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah. Cheese Rat says no. It's just Cheese Rat.
Are you
Honored.
saying
She's
are
right.
you saying that you go on cold turkey or cold chicken, I should say?
Yeah, there you go. Cold chicken. Yeah.
I know Larry's going to definitely
Got it
support the
lined up.
new PvP. He'll go. You're going to go cold blue chicken.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I picked the yellow one. Yellow alert.
And now, Jim, just don't lay an egg on us, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Huh.
and Screw here says honored and blessed. Well, just okay. Well, okay, just pick one. And that's pretty amazing, though. You had to have you on the panel talking, Suzanne.
Thank you, Lemon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder if we were ever going to get to hear your voice, Suzanne. But
Anytime
Message
you
yeah,
want
from
to hear it.
Mikey.
okay.
Yeah,
Message from Mikey.
yeah. Mikey, you want to read this one?
Yeah, sure. Lemon Pie says, Mikey, have you not heard the age of eggnog is over? Let's give you one answer to that. No, it's not over yet. Actually, that's more than one word, but yeah, it's not
Yeah,
over yet.
Yeah, it's not over till the fat lady sings, huh?
yeah.
Not really the fat lady. It's more of like when the price goes beyond what you're going to pay, which is ridiculous. Then you say, okay, let the rich people have it, and we'll
Yeah,
just
there you go.
just surrender it. So, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, JP's here says, "Oh, they gave me oxycodone and a prescription for morphine. It was still hell. Well, fuck you too. They gave you the good shit.
Oh man, that
hey,
sounds like
I
pretty
feel
heavy duty.
she wouldn't even get. She wouldn't even prescribe me fucking hydrocodone, which is fucking just a step up from ibuprofen.
right.
Jeez.
Well, tell me, did you have enough of a dental coverage to cover that expense though, or did you have to pay out of pocket for it?
No, I can't. My insurance covered everything, but or covered it. I'm still waiting for the bill on what they won't cover. But the dentists don't care about that there. But it's fucking because of Michael Jackson's doctor. These dentists and these doctors and these that are scared to give out any prescriptions anymore because they fucking started coming down on the doctors for over prescribing.
Oh, I got a good doctor. I get like
Yeah,
Yeah.
200 oxycodone every month.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. Well,
Well,
also Canada's different. There. I don't. There. I don't know if you guys had that. You guys don't have that much of that problem up there, do you guys?
oh, drug
Oh, hell
problem.
yeah.
Oh, hell, drug problem. So,
Big.
what's the big one? Is it fentanyl?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's fentanyl and meth. Yeah,
yeah,
Well,
fentanyl. Well, here in British Columbia, fentanyl has killed thousands and thousands and thousands of people, probably over the last 10 years.
both have
Uh,
killed us over here is fentanyl and meth.
and
That's
of
what's killed
course,
us.
it's all coming in through Vancouver Port from China, right? Pretty much, it seems.
Yep.
And we got a good NDP government here, and I use good in a sarcasm mode, because those idiots have expanded the drug use terribly in BC in the last couple of terms, and they got reelected again a couple months ago, which sickens me because the Conservatives almost took over, only fell about 3 seats short of forming the government. Um, And yeah, they got drug. You got drug use in the streets. You got people can shoot up in public. Down. We actually saw some in downtown Vancouver when I was down there for the Dam concert in June. We drove
Wow.
by the taxi and to our hotel from the airport, and there was 3 or 4 of them sitting around on their backsides, you know, shooting up.
hmm. So I wonder what's worse, a BC up there or California down here?
Well, I don't think it really matters where you are. If the governments don't control things like and be responsible for maintaining public order and safety, then I don't think it matters what jurisdiction you're in, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Because you could say, well, we have the same problem here in the U.S. as well, but it's probably worse off since we probably have a larger population than you guys up there, probably.
Well, yeah. I mean, what's California's population? 30 what million?
Well, it's 40 plus million, and that's the legal count. There's probably more
Okay.
illegals not counted,
Okay.
probably.
So count the entire country of Canada is around 40 million. Our population in Canada is about the same as yours in California. So it's like you guys probably got it more concentrated because California is much smaller than Canada, of course, right? So I would think it's probably more noticeable, just because you don't have the square miles to spread the addictions out like we do here. Because
Well,
there's addicts, all across. Probably most major cities, have a problem now.
Yeah.
yeah, it's more likely in the major city areas and not in the country areas where I live, because I am a country boy at heart. I am.
Mhm.
I would suppose, like, well, Suzanne, what's it like for you in your town there on the prairies? Like, is it you don't have much drug problem where you are? I'm hoping, Suzanne.
Suzanne?
Suzanne. Oh, Suzanne stepped away.
Oh,
Uh,
maybe she
Well,
did.
either that or her mic is muted.
Oh, no, no, I don't think it's muted.
oh,
Oh,
she's
Oh,
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 she
well,
dropped off.
now
oh
she's gone.
no,
Oh
oh
boy,
no.
there we go.
Yeah,
All right. So, anyhow, Scurvy here says, I only drink beer. Does that count as sober? Well, it used to be you had to drink beer because the water was unsafe, and that's how beer got invented.
yeah,
Oh, really?
I guess
Wow.
it
yeah.
depends how many beers you have in the evening there, Lemon.
Yeah, that's back in the Dark Ages. The
Mm.
water was so polluted there that you couldn't that you couldn't drink it. And that's how beer was started made
Yeah,
because it
Suzanne said
disinfected
that she
water.
just, yeah, Suzanne said that she just lost us there in the chat. She said lost you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Uh,
her connection, I guess, yeah.
okay. And PvP, you want to read this one?
Yeah, JP's Tabernacle says cold turkey is never a good idea when it comes to alcohol. Well, I think it depends on the person. Like I actually went cold turkey a few months back, and it was over 2 weeks. I didn't touch a drop, and I felt fine actually. Um, so I think it depends, but I probably will kind of maybe taper off a little slower this time, just to be on the safer side. But generally, I didn't notice any ill effects the last time I decided to take a break from it for a while. So um,
Hey
yeah.
PvP, I had a question for you. So, is marijuana regulated in your city in
Oh,
Vancouver?
we
Because I
got we
know it
got
is here in Toronto.
we got marijuana stores all over the place here.
So it is regulated. Okay,
Oh
that's
yeah,
what I was wondering.
you gotta have a government license. I mean, if you went out and if I went out, if I grew my own plants up in the hills somewhere and walked around downtown trying to sell ounce bags of it, I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't take too long before I got arrested. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
right.
or at best, the authorities will say, "Okay, you're selling it. Can we have our cut to not bug you anymore?"
Well, no, that's not quite how it would work here because since it's legal now, you just have to get a license. And if you can get a license, that's probably the tough part because there are more than enough stores. I mean, I haven't actually counted them because I can't use the stuff due to my high blood pressure. But
Yeah.
I'd say there's probably three, four, five stores located all around the city. Uh,
Yeah, and I would also say to you, Dan, that in certain rural areas in Canada, there are still people who smoke crack cocaine. They do meth. They do fentanyl. They do heroin. It exists. It's not just in the big cities anymore. They've stretched it out to more of the other rural areas. So,
Yeah.
more
well,
than likely, you have a few users in your area for sure. Uh,
Uh, that's what
Dan.
that goes back to Trudeau's version of Canada,
Yeah.
which he's basically destroyed our country in the last 9 years, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially in the last, especially since COVID hit and the truckers did their protest. Some of the stuff he did to the truckers during their protest, I thought was absolutely appalling. It was probably not even legal, really. I
Yeah.
wish somebody would actually take him to court over that. But I mean, they were peaceful protesters basically. Sure, they tied up the streets in some areas and they made a lot of noise, but there was no violence. It wasn't like the thugs in Montreal a month ago that were setting cars on fire and smashing windows. The pro-terrorist thugs in Montreal the night that hip bracelets at a Taylor Swift concert with 13-year-old girls. I don't know how that's appropriate for a 52-year-old man who's our prime minister to do that when Montreal's on fire, but that's Trudeau. Um, but yeah, I mean, he's basically said, let there be drugs. He doesn't care. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they pretty well
And,
legalized everything now.
yeah. Welcome back, Suzanne.
Yeah, welcome back, Suzanne.
Hey, Suzanne.
Hello, Suzanne.
Hello. Can
Welcome
you hear us?
aboard.
Uh
Suzanne.
oh. I can't hear
All
Suzanne.
right. Give her a second or so.
Yeah.
Oh, she's trying, but it's not kicking in.
Oh, boy.
I can see her thing trying to move.
Oh, his mother was a pot smoker. So that's where it all started from.
Yeah, Trudeau's mom was a pot smoker too, right? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, remember when Trudeau came into power, like I'm talking Pierre, the father, came into
Right.
power as our prime minister in 1960.
Shitty the competition is, so they probably resubscribed to StreamYards probably.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if I start getting any bigger streams when I get my streams going next year, right now I've got the free stream yard, which is six on a panel, which is generally probably enough. The only thing I'm concerned about is you're only allowed so many hours a month, aren't you?
20
Yeah,
hours.
yeah,
Yeah,
20.
20 hours a month.
20. So I could probably make that work if all I'm doing is like the Dark Shadow streams and maybe the Lost in Space. If I can keep it under 20 hours, which I'd have to do the math on that, but that should be possible to do that, I
Yeah,
guess.
PvP. You probably have to ration out your hours. Like,
Yeah.
are you planning to do 2 streams a week or just 1 stream a week usually?
I will do one of each. Is what I'm planning.
Yeah.
So if you do that 2 hours, that's about 4 hours each week times 4, about 16 hours a week roughly. So you could have about 4 hours extra before they renew it at the end of each month. Then
Yeah,
if you do
well,
roughly two
I
hours.
know when we used to do the Lost in Space streams on Mondays on Pop's channel, I think we could probably average between 2 and 3 hours. Uh, so that would be once a week. So if I could keep it down to two, that would be 8 hours a month roughly. And if I could keep Dark Shadows to around the same, I'll just have to experiment with it and see what happens, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
but I can't really see using something like this EV Mux. I mean, it seems it's reasonable. It works reasonably well for what it does, but it's got enough flaws where I'm sure it will annoy enough people to possibly just not even bother trying to
Yeah.
get on a panel. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Gorilla.
And StreamYard is owned by Bending Spoons, and they are not a public company, so there's no information on them.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
But Here, I want to catch up on this, and I do got a topic I want to talk about. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
right, JPs. Can turkey even be fermented? uh, well, when a daddy turkey meets a mommy turkey there, and she lays an egg, the
oh
daddy
my
turkey
god,
stands over it and
that's too funny.
loses. He's freak out about payments now because laws have become more strict. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, we,
The laws are probably stricter here too. Yeah,
Well, I know they're
I
stricter
don't
here in
because
know.
Toronto.
you had some bad doctors that were they were over prescribing, and some people were getting addicted to certain medications, and it wasn't good for the patients, and certainly didn't help the honest doctors out, right? That didn't over prescribe. So
Yeah,
And then there's combinations they worry about because, well, I know for Suzanne, there's certain types of medication she can't take, and if she did, it'd be toxic. It would kill her. So, I mean, they got to be real careful. And she's been lucky, but there are some people that go into a hospital and they don't even know what they're allergic to, right? And then if they get it combined with some kind of medication you're supposed to take for your problem, those people could outright die, because it would kill them. So, it's just they don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah, and Suzanne is a little frustrated right now in her latest comment.
I would imagine
Yes,
she is.
uh-oh.
yeah.
Yeah,
um,
I don't blame her. I
Mm-mm.
remember when I had such a tough time getting on the other day. It wanted me. Well, that once I signed up, I was fine, but I didn't even know you had to sign up after a certain number of times getting a free pass, that kind of thing. And boy, that was a pain in the ass that night, I'll tell you.
Mm,
So
yeah,
yeah,
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It depends how far along you are.
yeah,
yeah. Keep
and
going, Gorilla. Yeah.
all right,
That's what she said.
Jim, you want to read this one?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I can't read.
okay.
Oh, well,
Sit there and you read this one.
When it comes to opioids, they don't like to hand them out as much as before.
No.
And Jim, if you can't read, then how did you become a Starfleet
I
captain
was
or
just
admiral?
joking, little gorilla.
Yeah, hey, you don't need to read to be an admiral. You can just be. He just does the James T. Kirk method.
You just get someone else to do it for you. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. That's fucking. That's the stupidest damn thing I ever heard was the
Yeah.
safe injection sites. Like,
Mm-hmm.
well, what's really
It's
stupid
a
is
stupid question.
when governments not only allow drug abuse, but they encourage it and enable it. And I think the addicts are even getting free drugs from some of the governments now on our tax dollars. And I'm like, what the hell do I work every week for and pay taxes for every 2 weeks off my paycheck to the feds? And then they turn around and they do stuff like hand out free needles and free drugs to the enable addicts to remain addicted their entire lives and be of no use to society, no beneficial citizens, just spend their lives getting high and being idiots. And thanks, government.
yeah, right.
Oh, it's
yeah,
frustrating.
It is.
it's lost you guys. Well, hopefully we can figure this out some night there.
Yeah,
There,
it's weird, Suzanne. Like
yeah.
you were sounded fine early on, but
Oh yeah, great.
Maybe one of these days, Suzanne, me and you could just do like a one-on-one, see if that helps. If it's just that way, it's less like bandwidth on your device.
Like test the sound out too, and see if it's in fact a connection. Because
Mm-hmm.
I know Gorilla. The first time I tried, I was having a little bit of a loose connection. So then I went and I checked the Google, I checked everything, cleaned out my cache. That was fine. And then when I kept cleaning out my cache, I do that on a daily basis whenever I sign off. That seems to help. So that's why I think that's one reason I'm able to make it in here in EV Mux. But you know, like I said, everybody else's computer might be different, as far as the connection goes.
yeah, it's got to be something technology wise. Like I think the only reason I can get on here reasonably easily is I've got a good gaming computer, right? which
Yes.
I got it on sale and I still paid like $1,100 for it, so it's not a cheap machine. But
Yeah.
it's worked great since I've got it through like 3 years ago, 4 years ago now. I've lost track, but it's been an excellent computer. I haven't had any issues. Fingers crossed. Now that I say it, oh boy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Because
it's probably but even with a high end gaming computer, I can't get my mute button to work on here,
Oh wow.
this is
and I
good.
still see a nipple when I'm looking at the live preview here. But I guess on YouTube it'll show up my avatar. But it shouldn't. These little glitches are really annoying because
It is.
you know
Well,
it's
there
got
was
to be
one.
the software too, though.
Yeah.
Well, I know there was one stream I was watching. I always watch previous streams to see what's going on. And I know
Mhm.
that Jim didn't have his avatar up normally, and I said, "What just happened?" And then I saw his was like a nipple for like about half an hour until he fixed it. And I didn't know what was going on. I
Yeah.
mean, somebody said I had a nipple for like an hour, and I was like, "Really?" Because I'm seeing my avatar flat right in front of my face, and then you're telling me that when it's playing back, it's got me as a nipple. It's got me as it's crazy. The whole thing is
Damn nipple.
nuts.
It is. Well, I
And
mean, when I look at the bottom of the screen here, I'm still grayed out. It looks like I'm backstage, right? Because it's all grayed out in the bottom.
yes,
But I'm obviously not backstage because I'm talking to you guys. So
Yep.
right, because you're actually conversing with us.
yeah, because I'm actually on the panel, even though Evie Mux doesn't seem to know if I am on. Well, it says I'm offline too on the screen here. So
Weird. That's weird. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not very impressed with their software.
No.
But can
Like you said, that must have something to do with the gaming system, though.
But
It
Yeah.
does.
compared
It
to
sure
that
does.
compared to that thing that Jim was using the other day, it's like I'm not even going to try going on that again because it was just hopeless. That would not work for me
Well,
at
even
all.
Yeah, even you told me before PvP, you were telling me about Restream for Christ's sake. Restream.io is like, fuck that. That thing
Yeah,
wasn't like you weren't even coming in. I was like, and it
most
was
of
my
them.
only alternative I had because StreamYard
Yeah,
was treating me like shit, kicking me out, and I was like, what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah.
Restream was the only thing I had left.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
StreamYard's is the only one that works pretty much flawlessly for me.
yeah.
I've never had a problem with it that I can think
Yeah.
of offhand. So
Me either,
All right.
thank God. I'll just tap
I
on
Oh,
just
my,
I just
my
wish they
desk
weren't
for a
so
little bit.
Hey,
yeah. I just wish they weren't greedy, but oh well.
hey,
Yeah, go
welcome.
ahead, Carla.
Yeah, I want to say welcome to Scotty R37. I'm trying to get down to you
Scotty.
here, but Skirmer here says it was cool while it lasted, Suzanne. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you could get a medical license for it and grow it yourself. Yeah, but the bureaucracy, it probably takes you 20 years to get that damn license.
Huh.
Yeah, I think you'd have to. I'm not sure. Why would you need to grow it for yourself when you can go to like a store and get it like 6 blocks away or something? Like, I don't know. Like, you'd have to maybe. What would you be like infirm? You couldn't go outside or something. You'd have to grow it in your apartment or your house. Like, I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
shit. Well, your guys' climate up there, you'd have to have heat lights and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I think the hassle would be more than it was be worth, really.
Well, it just depends on how much you're able to sell.
I think you'd have a hard time
Thank
Oh,
getting
you.
back in,
a
huh?
license.
Damn.
Hey, Gorilla, can I show this to you? Suzanne just gave this to me. Look at this picture. What do you see on it?
Oh no.
Oh no!
That's
Ugh.
that's Gorilla when he was a
Oh,
baby.
that's a good one. You gotta save that one.
We
Yeah.
have
Hey, you should
Save it.
scan that into the computer, Mikey, and email it
Oh
to
my
Gorilla.
gosh.
Yeah, there you go.
Gorilla could use that on his Christmas cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I'll save it for you, Gorilla. Let me know
Yeah.
when you're ready to make a copy of that.
That's great. That's
That
great.
is
Yeah.
so cute. Yeah.
Suzanne says it won't let me back in. It just froze.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
read that.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
That's
shame.
terrible. Yeah.
Well, welcome, Scotty. He said the Rolling
Scotty.
Stones smoked the Jenga
The
or
ganja.
Ganga.
That
Ganja.
ganja is what it
Ganja.
is. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course they smoked it, Scotty, but you weren't even born when the Rolling Stones came out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! I wasn't even thought of in my mom's eye yet until yeah, they've been
I
out for
was,
a few years.
let's see, the Rolling Stones are what, 1962?
Yeah.
Okay, I was 4 when the Rolling Stones started.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Here,
So
Hey,
even
hey,
I, even
Scurry's
I
been
don't
married.
remember their early albums.
Yeah,
hey,
right.
PvP, well, you want to read this one?
Sure, Suzanne. PvP, I will join you January 1st.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure how, if we can get a stream working where your
Well,
voice and everything works.
I think, well, I think you said you're gonna quit drinking and all that, January first. Maybe
Oh,
she.
you meant you're going to quit smoking, I think you said here.
Both of you are going to work together to give up your
Oh, okay.
vices.
Sure,
Yeah.
that would be great because smoking's very bad too, Suzanne. And that's one of my best decisions when I quit smoking about, oh gosh, was it? I was in my early 30s. So yeah, it must have been like,
Or
gosh, about
What the heck
30.
is that?
It must have been about
no,
33 years ago now. Wow.
Yeah.
Borked?
I don't
or
know what that is.
I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
I don't know.
explain, please.
And Scurry said, "Did the stream freeze? Oh, did you guys get me fucking kicked off already?
What?
Did you guys
What?
get me kicked?" Scurry said the stream freezed.
No, I think he was asking that of Miss
No,
Suzanne.
that was Suzanne said her stream froze or something, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
On her end, right?
Yep.
right.
yeah. And PvP, this one's for you.
Yeah, that's the one. Suzanne says, "I you quit drinking, I'll quit smoking."
There you go.
Sounds like a plan there, Suzanne.
Yep.
Definitely going to give it a go in the new year.
Yeah,
We will
and
be
she
there for both of you guys. Yeah, we'll be there for you for sure.
and she said, "Scurry, yes, it did." And we
Congratulations.
have a
Chicken.
we have drug consumption checks everywhere. It's disgusting what's happening. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
You
I've
mean
heard
you mean even in a small community? How big is your town, Suzanne? Like it's kind
200.
of what 200, and you got drug shacks. Wow, that's mind-boggling.
Smoke half for all of us.
That's mind-boggling.
That's not what he said. Yeah.
Yeah,
That must
I'm
be
pretty.
kind of scary having those people in your
Uh,
community.
I'm pretty sure it's. She said her town's like a 200 there, and
Gosh,
because it's better quality.
I would have hoped that
And,
out in the out rural area there wouldn't be so many drugs around.
uh,
But
yeah,
yeah, Scotty, you do that. Okay.
Do
yeah.
that for us. Yeah,
And
please.
Yeah.
smoke some cigars for me tonight, since my fucking dentist says no smoking. He goes, "I have a drug shack."
He wants that big hole in your jaw to heal properly.
Oh,
Did you know you can make? Did you know you can make a song of it? You go Scotty's Drug Shack, Scotty's Drug Shack.
jeez.
That's where it's at. Yeah.
Well, I do have a question.
Okay. I'll get us a song called Scotty's Drug Shack.
Well,
There you go.
well, I do have a question for Gorilla. Tell me, Gorilla, did they
Oh
give
man.
you a syringe squirter to squirt out the hole of where your tooth was after each
Oh
time you ate or
man.
something, or did they not, or do you not have one of those?
No,
Thankfully,
never had one of those.
yeah, because I had to use one of those when I had my wisdom teeth pulled out.
Huh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Scurvy says, Scotty, I'll raise a beer to that. No, not here in the city.
Okay.
And Scurvy gets it. And Drug Shack, isn't that a song by the B 52s?
No, it's Love Shack, not Drug
It's Love
Shack.
Shack.
So these days,
Shack.
if the B-52s made another album, they'd probably redo it as Drug Shack, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Sure they would.
Oh man.
Scotty says, dude, you can't smoke. It'll hurt like a monkey's uncle
No
if you do.
kidding.
Well, they won't
Whoa.
give me. It already hurts like a motherfucker because they won't give me shit. So, and she said I won't. Since it's an upper tooth, I won't have to worry about dry
Yeah,
socket.
dry socket is a real bitch.
Yeah, but that's on the bottom. That only happens on the bottom there. She said
Yeah,
it shouldn't happen on the top.
Yes. Yes.
just
So,
long as you rinse with salt water, you're in good shape.
yeah, and then never get an irrigation syringe. Okay, all right, guys. Minnesota here is back at it on its eight. We get 8 new snowplows a year. A year that they'll sit there and replace them. So every year for the last few years they started hosting, name a snowplow contest. Now we got to come up with something good for the enter into the snowplow contest. What can we get?
Hmm.
Blow yourself.
Uh, well, if you want to pull up last year's winners,
Sure, go for it. That
I
should be
did.
entertaining.
I can't remember. I made some kind of Houdini thing. It did make the finalists, but did not make the cut, or
Oh
did not
well,
make.
I do have one. That's how about Gorilla's Knuckles?
Not that won't even make it to the finals.
How about Snow Job 2025?
I call it the yellow snowplow.
Oh, jeez.
Don't eat the yellow snow there, Mikey.
Yeah, that's right. Don't eat the yellow snowplow.
So you got your list there, Gorilla?
uh,
Or just call it Zappa Frank plow. Yeah.
Well, while girls still now, I could talk some of my local state politics down here in California. Well, from what I hear in my local state area, our governor and our state government is doing a $25 million lawsuit fund to improve our state down here. To which
Huh.
to which California is already running a state deficit. So thanks, lawmakers, for giving us more in debt for doing a stupid lawsuit fund that we don't really need. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
all right. I think I got the actual website here.
Maybe. Alrighty then.
All right, here's contest rules. One submission per person. Names are limited to no more than 30 characters, including spaces. No profanity or inappropriate language.
Oh,
No,
damn.
no
Damn it,
politically
that ruins
inspired
the whole
names,
thing.
and no repeat of last year's winning names. Now, for 2020 to 2021,
Uh,
the winners were Plowy McPlowface, Oop, just gonna plow right past ya, Duck Duck Orange Truck, Plow Bunyan, Snowy One Kenobi, so one line there,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
oh,
F Salt Fitzgerald,
Jesus.
Darth Blader, the
Darth
truck
Vader.
formerly known as Plow. 21
Oh, wow.
to 22, the winners was Betty Whiteout, Curl Salt Delete, the Big Laplowski, Plowsaurus Rex, Scoop Dog, Blizzard of Oz, No More Mr. Ice Guy, and Edward Blizzard Hands.
Oh
And
my
last
god.
year was Your Blizzard Harry and Blizzo, Cleopatra, Better Call Salt, Hans Snowlow, Later Todd Hot Dish, Scoop There It Is, and Fleetwood Mac. And oh no, this is last year's Taylor Drift, Clark W. Blisswald,
Oh,
Dolly Ploufton, what some Dakota word or Waya Patinta, it's Dakota for snowplow. Beyonce, You're Killing Me Squalls, Fast and Furious, and Barbie's Dream Plow.
Barbie's Dream Plow.
Wow. Wow,
That's really
that's.
good.
Wow.
Interesting.
Well, there's some pretty good ones there, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably better than I could come up with.
Oh, maybe instead of Donald Trump, you could call it Snowy Dump.
All right, so yeah, so I typed this also into ChatGPT, but let's see what everybody. Sky says. Test your luck.
Hmm.
And my friend got a horrible infection in his jaw, and it had like 3.5 inches of jawbone removed. Oh shit,
Oh,
that's
Oh,
yeah.
that's painful. Yeah.
Not, how would you. God, they'd have to reconstruct it, or that sounds horrible. Oh, that'd be major surgery.
Yep.
yeah. And Scurvy says name of still plow. How about Neelix? I don't think that make the plow plow
But
these nuts.
Snowlick, but
Even though
Snowlick would.
I would love, I should submit that under a fake name. Actually, put that under a fake name, but I wonder if that would actually work.
Not
Emperor
to say
Plowman,
gorilla. I was thinking of snow licks could probably work. Maybe that's what Lemon was looking for.
and
Snowball.
Emperor Plowpatine. Oh, that's a
Emperor
good one.
Palpatine? Yeah, that's a good
Plowdy
one.
do.
Cloudy
Plowsy
D.
dong too soon.
Lots of Don. Oh, gee.
But ChatGPT, a couple good ones that ChatGPT gave me was Snow Country for Old Men.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, that's painful.
How
I'm
about
thinking
how
Mr.
about Sniffy
Plow.
Plow droppings? That's a good one. Sniffy Plow droppings.
Let's see. Oh, Buzz Ice Clear. Oh man, I love that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Snow,
well
you did
done.
it. Notorious B.I. Big.
How big is it?
Mr. Plumber Downey Jr.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Jo- John Bond Snovey.
Uh, Flower Reynolds.
Oh, here, let's put pull in the chat. Here.
Trick plow.
Yeah,
Trick Plow.
still, they call him T800 now.
Yeah.
All right, so
So, and I I take it that most of us have seen if we ever watch the news. I get my news from YouTube mainly. Have you heard what happened in the Middle East recently?
who has
No,
it?
not really.
Oh, you're talking about Syria?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's been all over YouTube for days now.
Yeah, Assad was ousted, wasn't he?
He's
Yeah.
in Russia, apparently.
Oh yeah, you flew over to Putin's place.
Yeah. Well, Putin's been his buddy for a number of years. So,
Yeah, it's like Assad said, I can't run this freaking country anymore. Help me, Putin man, help me.
you know what
Yeah,
I find interesting about Assad is how many of his own people did he kill in the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever it's been now?
Well, from what
we're
I
not allowed
hear,
to say
Too
that
many.
G word. We're not, are we? No, I don't.
from what I hear from all sources across the tube, they the total conflict cost about 400,000 lives. Sadly,
Okay. Yeah, I got an observation here. Recently, the so-called International Criminal Court, which I think is basically a globalist joke, from what I've read about them recently, they put out an arrest warrant for a certain Israeli leader, accusing him of the G word. Uh, why do the same people running the International Criminal Court not have an arrest warrant out for Assad, who murdered hundreds of thousands of his own citizens? Why don't they have an
I think
arrest warrant for him?
I think it's two faced PvP. It's
Well, I
obvious,
mean, it's certainly pretty hard to believe that they're a court that isn't biased.
right?
well, it's probably a game of geopolitics and other factors, probably because Assad was backed by two major players of the area, Russia and Iran, mainly.
But that
And
shouldn't make a difference. If you have a court should be impartial. A court should be fair. A court should be a court. And what these guys are is basically a kangaroo court, not a real court.
Yeah, they're not
And
real
it
court.
bugs the hell out of me when they are this inconsistent, because I can't take anything seriously that they say when they are completely, at different ends of the spectrum concerning different leaders. It's just not the way it should be. If they're going to charge people with the war crimes, they should charge all leaders that are guilty of those said crimes in the same way and issue warrants for all of them. And if they
Yeah.
can't do that, they're not a bloody court. They should cease and desist. They should cease to exist. All the countries, sadly, Canada is one of the fools that signed up to this. All the international countries that signed up to that international court should unsign. They should get out of the deal. They should stop supporting this garbage, and just wake up. I mean, it's just globalist um, theatrics and BS as far as I'm concerned. And I mean, if you start thinking about globalism, I've been thinking more and more about it recently. And what's going on in the world, it sure starts the pattern starts to emerge after a while if you really start thinking about it.
Yeah.
And it's scary. It's very scary. Lucky you guys in the states. You're one of the last countries. By the way, the U.S. never signed on to the International Criminal Court. They refused to. They were smart enough to know if you can charge other leaders with crimes, you can charge our president with crimes. So we're not signing on to this, and we don't believe in what you're doing. The U.S., had a lot of common sense when they refused to join in. So just
Yeah,
saying,
and
Yeah.
yeah,
you guys.
and that's why the reason why too, because well, love it or hate it, the U.S. has a spotty track record when it comes to international relations with other
Oh
countries.
hell yeah, hell
Well, I
yeah.
mean, their extradition is a joke. So
Yeah.
come on.
No, but I mean, you look at the inconsistencies in Central America, just to pick one part of the world. Um, there's been stuff in the Middle East that probably maybe was a little questionable sometimes what the U.S. did in certain places, but overall, still, I see you guys as one of the actual last remaining bastions of democracy. And thank goodness that you're going to have a president coming in next month that actually believes in democracy, it seems still, unlike a lot of other so called leaders that are basically dismantling Western civilization, from what I see. I mean, you look at the UK, you look at Australia, you look at Canada, they're all weak leaders. They're all left of center, so far left that they're basically, like socialist, hardcore left. I mean, we're not talking like, minor left of center. We're talking like ideologues, and they don't care about us. They don't care about the citizens. That's blatant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And
sorry for my another one of my political rants.
go for it.
I
And
just get fed up.
yeah, does that mean all these people that came to Canada can go back now?
oh,
Wait, you mean
oh,
people actually went to Canada?
oh,
Oh
I
oh.
yeah,
never
there's
noticed.
people that escape. There's people that escaped oppression. We're not talking Americans. We're talking everybody else.
No, no, no. Okay. Trudeau, in his infinite stupidity, basically let 5 million foreigners into Canada in the last, in his term, well, in his last 4 years or whatever. So we got like almost 5 million more people here. There's a problem with housing. Oh, but I guess from what I've heard, the immigrants get like free handouts. They get free rent and food and stuff from the government, which I pay for in my taxes, of course. Um, so yeah, there's about 4.9 million of these people that are on permits that they should be forced to leave in at the end of next year. Guess what? The government has no idea where a lot of these people are. They don't keep track of them. They don't control them. They
Right.
could just these people are going to disappear into the woodwork and burden our system, burden our health care, burden the education system, whatever. They're going to burden things, and you know, Canadians born in Canada are going to pay the price. Hardworking people paying taxes are going to pay the price for a lot of these people that come in and basically they freeload, and I mean, there's like Trudeau finally woke up partially and tried to cut back on the international student visa program because there were apparently more foreigners than Canadians in the post secondary educational system now. Uh,
Hmm.
and all of these people were on temporary student visas, right? They're once they finish, they're supposed to get an education. Some of them probably don't even show up for a class. Uh, but they're supposed to finish their education and then go back to their home country. Well, since Trudeau cut back on that, and he's not allowing any more students, foreign students, in anymore, because I guess the universities were pretty upset about being flooded with them too. Um, Trudeau's trying to cut back on that, but the same foreign students that are already here are now basically, from what I've seen on YouTube, doing protests in the streets back east, and they're doing street protests, waving their signs around. We're not going to go. You know, you can't deport us or whatever, and they're basically refusing to honor their temporary student visas and leave when they're supposed to leave. So they've already become entitled. They think they're not even though they're non-citizens and they have really no legal rights, they shouldn't. They feel like they're already entitled to the Canadian lifestyle to take advantage of everything we offer here. And in the meantime, I doubt most of them, since they're on student visas, have actually done much work or paid many taxes here. So once again, it's Trudeau's Canada. Once again, I mean, there's so many. Oh, there's so many things. So many things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And JP says court impartial and fair. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, that'll never
Yeah.
happen
No,
in
no.
any court.
I know even in the States, there's a lot of jokes that happen in your so called justice system. I mean, it happens here too. It happens everywhere. But you don't accuse someone of war crimes when a lot of the, I mean, America didn't agree with it. America stood up and said, no, that's not right. There's not war crimes going on. That's a false accusations. And if they're going to go after a leader that basically is only defending the country, and then they don't go after a leader that's committed murder, vast scale murder on his own citizenry for years and gotten away with it, and they don't even issue an arrest warrant. I mean, I don't know what rational person can think that's okay. You know,
Right.
it's just not. It's not okay.
Yeah. And JP says the hordes of Syria.
Well, that's going to be interesting, isn't it? What sorts itself out? Because heard it was the Turkish-backed Islamist group that is taking power in Syria now.
Yeah.
So that's not a good sign because I saw something on YouTube where this group is starting to talk about possibly entering Christian households and searching them. And you know what follows probably after that, if you can take a guess what might happen.
Yeah.
Not saying
Yeah,
it will, but it's not. If I was a Christian, I'd be getting the hell out of Syria right now if I could. I'll tell you that.
yeah, and I would say this: there is a certain organization they do support in Palestine. If you get my meaning, but from what I hear in the YouTube news community, the Palestine organization is basically destroyed. Though,
Well, there were like I think about four different factions down. Like you had the Turkish-backed Islamic rebels. You had the Syrian Free Army, which I believe was probably the one side that was the most democratic, that actually wanted to probably install a reasonable government in Syria. Unfortunately, it seems like they didn't succeed. Then you also had the Kurds. You had the Kurdish resistance that. Turkey has been killing those poor folks along its border for many years, and there's another thing: no war crime charges against the Turkish president. Um, so you know they got the Kurd faction. Obviously, they probably weren't that successful either. And I guess you had the government forces under Assad, and probably Russian forces as well, probably sprinkled in there somewhere, and possibly IDF, some IDF supporters in there too. But it's also muddled. I mean, you've got so many factions. It's just like I think it might take a couple months before it all shakes out. Really.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, it also depends with one common enemy now gone. The rest of the factions probably got after the for what they say the honeymoon period of this victory. They're probably going to go back to
Uh,
infighting now. Probably, and then the question is, and these new four factions within Syria, which one will come out on top? Then, if they continue to fight with each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's as you say, a brief honeymoon period because they're all basically, you know, dancing in the streets, uh, having their dictator removed finally. But then once reality settles in after a couple of weeks, um, the different factions are going to try, of course, to maintain and solidify their power bases in the country, right? So when that begins, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more fighting amongst various elements, you know, sometime within the next month. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but this is the kind of thing that does happen with regularity when these kind of
Right.
situations happen in a country, right? So,
Well, you know what's ridiculous is when you have people like Assad that can go to another foreign country and escape a retribution
uh huh,
or indictment,
uh
and
huh,
the international and I believe they call it the International Tribunal. But what their problem is that it's like a slap to the wrist. It's nothing that that they can justify. They say to themselves, "Well, yeah, this is wrong and all this is going on," and but they never like they can't justify anything. And so basically, it's like I said, it's just like a slap on the wrist. It's bullshit.
Well,
Well, I
It's what
think
the
the
tribunal
isn't
does.
is,
well,
isn't the tribunal the same as the
It's the
international
exact
court?
same
well,
thing as a tribunal court. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So they're
Well,
pretty toothless, really.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
very
here's the
toothless.
problem. Like you say, it's bullshit, but every
Yeah.
country's taking in some wanted criminals from or what could be called wanted criminals from other countries. Perfect example: the Soviet Union and the United States were fighting over how many of the 1940s German scientists we could
Right.
get there. We've taken in defectors from the Soviet Union that the Soviet Union would unalive there if they ever got their hands back on them.
Well, don't
So
forget we had Assange, right? Who WikiLeaks, and then he escapes to Moscow, and and says I'm staying here on my plane, and I can't be taken off, and and he was begging for asylum there and
hey,
everything, and I'm like,
well,
Jesus,
Julian Assange in the eyes of many is a hero
a hero? Oh, okay. Well,
because
I didn't.
he was a journalist that was given information from the government stuff and put it on a site called WikiLeaks, and there he actually did get pardoned by Biden, which I'll give him credit for that.
Oh, he did get pardoned. Okay, I never did. I never realized. Okay, thanks for
Now,
telling me.
now,
'Cause
now,
I wasn't sure he did. So yeah.
now, yeah, he just had to cop to a guilty plea of whatever, but he was able to come back to the United States. Now, I'm not saying that the CIA will go after him, but that's a whole different song. All right, I
Yeah.
got two chats here. I'll read real quick. This
Yeah,
is
go
why
for it.
Trudeau continues to ban weapons, so we can't defend ourselves from the foreign invaders.
Oh,
Eh,
Fucking yeah.
I've been following that a bit the last week or so, and Trudeau's got a whole new list of firearms that he wants to ban. Perfectly legally owned firearms by the people that have licenses to own them and go target shooting and whatnot with their guns. Basically, honest, law-abiding citizens. He's going to take their guns away. In the meantime, violent crime under Trudeau's watch, I believe, has increased around 34% or something. Uh,
Yeah.
and I got news for you, Trudeau. It's not the honest, law abiding gun owners that have licenses to own them. Uh, Take away their guns will not have any effect on violent crime because I got to tell you, those criminals that use them to commit crimes every month, they're not going to give up their guns to you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Trudeau once again makes another stupid mistake, pissing off average Canadians when there's an election coming up next year. Because you think those gun owners, any of them, are going to vote Liberal now?
Oh
Nope.
no, no, no.
You
Yeah,
know.
No.
and I do have to say this. There's a common trait that lawbreakers, they don't care about the laws. So even if you do put restricted gun laws in, they'll find ways around it, or they just ignore them outright because they don't care since they're criminals.
Well, the criminals don't have licensed guns. They get them illegally across the border from the U.S., right? Because that is a problem too. But Trudeau is such a wimp when it comes to controlling our border. I mean,
Yeah.
if he can't keep he can't keep a people walking across the border. You think he's going to stop hardened gun running criminals from crossing the border with their product to sell to the criminal element? Hell no. Trudeau.
And Gorilla, did you send the link to LDG Free the Net? Oh, there
Yo,
he is.
I don't know, did
Yo,
yo,
I?
yo.
yo.
Hey,
What up?
Nipple, what's up?
Yeah,
Hey,
what's up,
Nipple.
LDG,
LDG?
What up,
and
guys?
I am surprised
Hey.
you're still awake, LDG.
I'm surprised I'm still awake too, buddy, because I should have been asleep, but I had a very interesting night with a very special person, and I got a few more minutes before I got to go to bed. So good to see
Ooh.
everybody. How's
You
everybody
did
doing?
use lube, right?
What? What was that, jackass? Sorry, what?
I said he did use lube, right?
Not yet.
Oh my
We will
God.
be, but not yet.
and
There was
tell
no need. There was no need for the lube. tonight, but yeah, definitely need later. Um,
And tell me, LDG, is she older than 18?
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
she's old enough. Let's just say that she's the perfect age.
Dan, how
Let's just
could you
say
ask
that.
something like that? Come on, you
Yeah,
porn
Dan, what the hell's
star.
wrong with you?
Jeez.
Well,
No,
there
no,
goes
no, no,
the
no, no. You know what? No, no. In defense of what he said, I'm a nerd, so I'm used to only being
You're a
attracted to
quitter?
people 10 years older than me, and it's good for a chance that it's the opposite this particular time.
Yeah, but
So
LTG,
yeah, no, really.
other than glasses, I've seen you with. I've never seen you with a pocket protector or anything that even shouts out "nerd." I've never seen that.
That is the stereotype nerd. That nerds don't actually do that. That's just a stereotype of nerds.
He's just
I
getting older, that's
understand.
all.
I understand. I was considered a nerd in
Yeah.
my day. That's what I'm telling
I
you.
mean,
It's
in high school, I
embarrassing.
wore Dickies and plaid, so I was
You
very
did,
close. I
Dickies?
just didn't. I
Oh my
didn't wear.
God.
I did. Yeah, I wore Dickies and plaid when I was in school, but I did
Oh
not
man.
wear a pocket protector
Oh,
or
thank
have those
God.
funky looking glasses.
All
Hey,
Hey,
right,
Matt.
Suzanne.
all right,
Um,
Suzanne. Let's see if this works. Are you
Hey,
back?
Suzanne, I got your message, Suzanne. I accepted your Facebook. Suzanne found me on Facebook today.
uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
she found me on Facebook today.
yeah.
I got a friend request from her today. I did
Hello.
accept that.
Yeah, there. I
Hi,
heard you,
Suzanne.
Suzanne.
Yeah, well, LDG, you probably came in the friend's recommendation area because that's how I befriended Gorilla. I was with friends with other friends of the community, and I accepted his
Yeah, I
friend
definitely
request.
yeah, I definitely almost came today. You meant oh yeah, yeah, never mind. Sorry,
Whoops.
sorry, sorry,
Whoops.
sorry, sorry,
Oh,
my bad,
Whoops.
sorry, my bad,
oh my
my
God.
bad, my bad, my bad.
Wow,
Oh
LTG.
my,
Where'd that come from? Oh, shit.
my
Oh, man.
You
God!
accepting that
I would
Oh,
one?
tell you where it came from, but I don't know
oh,
who else is
God.
simul streaming right now. I want to be a good boy tonight because I kind of fucked up in the last stream. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
my God. Wow.
Kinda?
Woo.
Yeah, kinda. I mean,
Okay.
kinda. It was stick figure porn, okay? It was stick figures. I'm
Gotcha.
sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. It was stick figure porn, okay? I didn't think it was crossing a line until after I
Thank
was
you.
like, okay, shit.
Yeah. Hey, welcome, Matt Arnold. Welcome, welcome.
Matt Arnold, pop up here.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
Screwy
man.
says cautious optimism is best
Yep.
for a serious future, but I wouldn't be surprised if the war continues.
Oh, it'll continue. You know.
Oh yeah, because the only reason that these wars are popping up in Syria here is we're trying to build
Oh, my people.
a pipeline from Carter to Turkey there, and the only country that didn't bow in and said no was Syria. Then all of a sudden, oh look, there's a civil war breaks out. How convenient.
You guys know
How
I'm Syrian,
convenient.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do know that. Yes.
I am Syrian. Just to let people know. Yeah.
Okay.
So are you going back to Syria then to celebrate the new freedom there?
Uh, you,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Wait,
you call it like renewed freedom, but
Oh
like
no, I know.
Syria's
I'm
been
I'm
hey,
making I'm making a
It's not
sarcastic
hey,
nude
joke.
freedom, but you know.
yeah,
appreciate that, but I
yeah,
mean, yeah, like Syria's been taken over more than
yeah.
once, and
Oh yeah.
LG, I got a question for you then.
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Are you on the side of the Syrians we're supposed to like, or are you on the side of the Syrians that we're supposed to hate? I'm confused on this.
Uh-oh.
I don't
Yeah,
even know
you
how to
still have
answer
some.
that, man. Because if you're Syrian, you're supposed to like us, period, bro. Like, you wouldn't have pita bread for us, for God's sakes. You wouldn't have hummus for us, for God's sakes.
Uh-oh.
Like, like
Shawarma.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. I don't even know how to answer that question, bro. Like we're Syrian, bro. Like we're like one of the original places where people were, right? Like we're like the original country where like people came from, for God's sake. So I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you a funny question there, LDG. Are you going to take your said appendage out of said gorilla's butt as a New Year's resolution? for next year.
Oh fuck no, no, and hell no. What the hell, dude? You kidding me? My appendage is like permanently up his ass. Like,
Oh man.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, dude. Yeah, no, no, no. My foot has a permanent residence up Gorilla's ass, and
Oh my
I don't even
god.
have to pay rent for God's sakes. It's just permanent. Okay, it's like the perfect match, square peg, square hole. Freaking,
Well, I do have a question.
we're
LDG,
not breaking up anytime soon.
how much do you pay in rent to
Hey man.
I
Gorilla?
don't pay any rent. It's free rent, dude. Like, dude, Gorilla's ass is free rent, dude. Like, you guys should like
Oh,
check it out. It's really
don't
cool
phrase
up
it
there.
like that.
Yeah, seriously, like I got free heat, free water, free electricity.
Don't phrase it like
Gorilla's ass doesn't charge me for anything, dude. Like, it's
that.
shit.
Hey, can
I
we
mean, he
can we
already has, but you know what's funny is he already has crabs that have free rent up there. Now he's got your appendage in free
Oh no,
rent.
I made
Come on.
friends with those crabs. You kidding me? We have brunch on Tuesday, bro. We're totally fine. Like, I got no issue with any issue with my
Oh
foot
my
up Gorilla's ass.
god.
Like,
Um.
we left Yelp
Uh,
reviews. Like, yeah, we're totally good, dude.
yeah.
You got
And
crabs, you
LCD, do
said?
you have your avatar? Because I'm seeing twin nipples up there on the screen.
oh,
Yeah.
and hello there, Matt. If you're able to hear us.
Yeah,
Oh
hello,
yeah,
Matt.
I can
Good
hear
to
you.
see you, Matt.
Yeah. And let's see. Suzanne said, "Over my dead bodies, you will get my guns." That's why they haven't tried taking too many guns away from Americans there,
Hey,
except like
I'm not gonna.
Waco
I'm
and
not gonna. Yeah.
Ruby Ridge.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't try to get a gun away from Suzanne. No way.
Yeah.
No
And Dickie
way.
said,
You should see
and
the guns up Gorilla's ass.
Oh
Hey, well, there
man.
you go.
hey, you want to read JP's comment?
Hey, JP.
LDG.
No, I'm not behind my computer, buddy.
He says,
Oh,
Dickie's that plaid ain't that cholo wear?
ain't
Solo
that
wear.
Cholo wearer?
The what?
Guys, you know what his
Cholo?
What the fuck?
So
Yeah.
Matt was
The
up.
fuck is he
Yeah.
talking about? What?
He's talking about
Cholo?
Cholo. I'm like, I know what fucking Cholo is. Come on, JP's. I think you're losing your
Yeah.
mind there for a moment. Jesus.
And Suzanne says, still frozen. Oh, I'm sorry, Suzanne. Oh,
Just keep trying.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
keep
all.
on trying.
We're all caught up here.
Oh, fantastic.
And
Oh,
so far,
JP is.
Emperor, I put a poll in the chat.
Oh, I did?
Emperor
Ooh.
Palpatine is winning with 60% of the vote with 10 votes.
Oh, okay. I better vote for that one too, because that did sound
Well,
good. Emperor Palpatine. Yeah.
yeah,
Sure.
it's Emperor Palpatine's No Country for Old Men, Buzz Ice Clear, and Scoop Dog.
Scoop Dog.
Yeah, scoop the dogs off the road.
Oh man,
Oh man.
I thought Snortplow would be a good one too.
Oh my goodness,
Oh my.
bad.
Let's see.
well,
Emperor
well,
Palpatine, Snow Country for Old Men, Buzz. What? Buzz Ice Clear? Oh,
yeah,
okay. I see that. Oh,
Now
that's funny.
put it
Like Buzz
all.
Lightyear. I got it. Okay.
yeah,
There, I voted. I voted mine, so my vote's in there.
yeah,
Okay.
because the one thing that all the winners have in common, except for a couple, is they're all they're all puns off of something.
Hey, so Dan, would that be something plow side?
Hey, oh man, that might be too many characters
I think it is, but plow side might be a good one though.
because it has to be less than 30.
Oh,
Oh,
Mikey,
okay.
come join the plow side.
Damn.
Damn it, man.
You don't know if you're coming or going.
That's not true. It's
I think he's
impossible.
dead.
Hello, Suzanne.
Yes. Hello,
Oh,
Suzanne.
Welcome aboard.
Susanna.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, what you
we're
guys up
sorry
to
that you
tonight?
didn't get a chance to hear Nat, to hear Suzanne talk, or did you listen to her earlier? She sounded really clear when she first came on with us. I was very happy she showed up here and
Yeah,
was
me
talking.
This
too.
is
Yeah,
the first time I ever used EV Max.
Evie Mux.
Yeah, first time I ever used it.
It's interesting, ain't it?
Yeah,
It's
it's weird.
it's backwards than what I'm used to.
I know, ain't it?
It's backwards. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm used to chat being on the left side instead of the right side.
Hey, Scotty, what's your favorite genre of music too? If you're still listening.
Yeah,
Scotty here? Oh shit,
Yeah, he
Scotty
Scotty.
is.
R37. Yeah, he's
I
I
haven't
think
seen
he's in the
Scotty
chat.
in a while, dude.
Oh yeah, well he's still as obnoxious as ever.
That's
If you
cool.
have 3 feet, you can stick one of those other 2 feet up his butt too.
Ouch.
And he never
Yeah,
renewed
pretty
his
much.
membership with
Plenty
me,
of
that
room.
sapsucker.
Yeah, right. Hey, he
Yeah,
lives near
yeah.
an
Gorilla's
airport.
ass is a
What am I
welcoming
going to
place.
tell him? He lives
Yeah,
there. He
man,
lives there at damn airport. What am I going to tell Scotty R37 to do? Jump on a plane while it's getting ready to take off? Jeez, come on. Oh man,
That'd be interesting.
it would.
Yeah.
PvP, if you were able to read Suzanne's latest comment, she sent you a suggestion if you're able to do that.
What's that?
Suzanne is asking you to check private chat here if you know how to do that.
Yeah, I'll get it in a second here. I'm not used to this software either yet.
Oh, PvP,
Uh,
you're here. Did you get this program working finally for you?
well, I'm a nipple on the EV Muck screen. It says
That's
I'm
fine.
also off. I'm offline. It says on the EV Muck screen. I can't change my avatar. I can't mute my microphone if I have to cough. So bear with me. So other than those problems, it's working great.
Hey,
Yeah.
PvP. Now I did send you a message to test it. If you look where it says up there where it says comments, and then just go over to private chat, see if it has what I said to you. I sent you just a basic message.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
just found Suzanne's here. So
Okay, good.
replied.
Yeah. And you read mine. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so hello PvP here in private. Okay. There you go.
so you're saying we got two nipples up on the panel then, man?
Only one.
So in other words, we got two suckers here then, huh?
Oh God.
Ooh.
What?
No, we're not the suckers. We're the ones to be sucked.
Yeah, yeah. The people can suck on us, Dan.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I
And then you
was
always
gonna
have the option from going from suck to blow. I
I
mean, that's
was
fine
gonna
too.
say something, but since Dan said something, I'll just shut up, Jim.
Oh boy.
Shut up, Jim.
Well, you can also call it the snow blow instead of the snow plow.
Yeah. Blow
Yeah,
your
there's
snow up
there's
your
no
ass.
issue going from suck to blow. That's
I
totally
just
Yeah.
fine. That's no issue.
I just thought of a name for the snowplow gorilla.
Oh yeah, what?
What's that?
I would have put in plow me, baby.
Uh,
Nah, they won't accept it.
Why? There's no curse
No,
words in there.
No,
but
but
it gives a
but
connotation,
it's a
right?
acceptable.
lewd implying lewd behavior.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's depressing. I know.
oh well.
Because
So
I would
much,
have thought that would have
so
been a
much
good one
for
too. Yeah.
adults having fun.
Well,
Yeah.
there's that, or
No, but you
the
got
other one would have been
kids.
Plow Me Hard.
It's there's gonna be kids seeing this, and it's a lot. There's a lot of kids entering the contest also.
Oh, okay,
Kids
Gotta
have
be
to
kid
ruin
friendly.
everything.
okay. Got
Jeez.
to keep it clean. I get it.
Oh God. Jeez.
Well, either that or keep it real subtle, even to the kids.
I
Andrew,
mean, yeah, just
nice
go under the
picker
covers
up
for God's
here.
sakes.
Well, you're a kid at heart, there, Sif Dan. So we want to keep it simple for you.
If somebody over there is choking
That's a
their
good
chicken,
thing.
Yeah, Jim's choking his chicken. He's choking his
I
Yeah,
chicken.
he did.
no,
Me
sound like
too.
a duck. Choking his duck.
Oh, I
Oh
wonder if
hell,
it's
he
one of
got
those.
4 twins. No, there's 5 there. I see 5.
Well, I will say this: Jim knows how to get laid.
Hey, LDG and Matt, you haven't seen this yet, but my wife Suzanne found this in a news article. See if you can look at that and tell me what you think.
Dang.
Take a look as soon as I get back behind my computer.
Oh, okay.
And
And Gorilla,
whoever thought that they'd get a picture of gorilla hanging
Yeah.
up his Christmas stocking this
Yeah.
hanging up a Christmas
Looks
stocking.
like
I know.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
which newspaper that come on up? Which one do I have to sue for breaking into my house?
year?
Hey,
What
big
are you
fat
doing
man in
up
a
that
big
tree
red
behind
suit
you?
coming into your house. Oh yeah, and he's got some suicidal reindeer up there.
Uh-oh.
You better watch your reindeer.
Dear
It might
Lord.
run over you next time sneaking in his house.
Yeah, hoofs and all.
Yeah. Oh, and we found this. We found this in our Matt. This is Eddie the elf.
You
He's
had to blow that
possessed.
up, gorilla. That
He's
sucker's mean.
possessed.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's mean.
Santa.
He's
Oh,
actually our watch guy. He watches over the spirit of Saint Nick when he comes into places.
No.
Oh, he does. Like he laughs at it. He has this big huge
yeah.
smile on his face. But when he gets pissed, it's like then it goes, like this, grinning, and that goes to a frown. And you're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah,
This thing is like
yeah,
damn,
yeah,
damn,
Welcome,
you know,
bird.
yeah.
Annabelle or
Hey,
some shit.
and welcome Eugene Bird
Hey, Eugene
there.
Bird.
Hey,
Hey,
Gene.
He says, wait, is that Gorilla or Harambe? Hey, the only reason that they shot Harambe is because he's black. If he was a white gorilla, he would have only been tranquilized.
Oh,
yeah, but what would you
Uh-oh.
do? But Gorilla, what would you do if he was a silverback? Then what do you do? That's like a gray area. How would you handle that one?
Oh.
Both groups hate him.
So,
Come on.
Gorilla, are you going to be championing for gorilla rights in the near future?
me.
Might as well. Yeah, might as well. We already got a group that's bitching about a problem that's not there. They gives them the right to burn down the city. Maybe I want a right to burn down the city for some bullshit.
Ugh.
Oh, boy.
I can almost imagine Gorilla being like Diane Fossey and hanging out with the
Yeah.
gorillas and the silverbacks and everybody over in Africa.
Yeah.
And I will say this: if he wants more gorillas, just go to his local zoo. Then there you go, some more gorillas to
Yeah,
join
you
his
just have to
army.
go. Yeah, you just have to go to what is it, the zoo in St. Paul or Minneapolis? It's in Minneapolis, isn't it? So you just go to the
No, it's in
Minneapolis
St.
zoo and
Paul.
hang out. Oh, it's in
Well,
St. Paul?
well, it depends on where you got zoos all over the place. There
Oh, okay.
depends on where you want to go.
Well, like if you're in Arizona, they have a wildlife animal park down there, which was outside where we used to live in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And if you go a little bit further north, there's this place I was supposed to take Suzanne to go see, and it's called Bearizona, and they have all these like huge Kodiak bears and all these other bears, and they're like running wild and free, and you're just going down the road, just as where they're all like, you know, trying to pound on your doors and all sorts of shit. So you know, yeah, a few places like that, especially.
Yeah.
I've been to the one in California. I've been to that one that's outside of San Diego, the San Diego Wild Animal Park. Oh yeah, that was fun. Seeing lions roaming free and shit, and I'm like, hey, there's no bars or there's no cages around here. These damn things are running around. Man, that was scary. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I do have a question for Gorilla. Tell me, if you meet another gorilla in the zoo, Gorilla, will you be able to uh, interact with each other civil, or will you guys just throw poop at each other?
Well, it depends on who it is.
Oh boy.
Hey, at least we know you'd be the only talking ape. Oh man.
Oh, yeah, just a sec. And
You got a super
just
chat,
mention.
Gorilla.
Yep, I seen that.
Oh,
Yay.
Thank you for the super chat. You're making dreams come true. Your kindness lifts us higher. We're so grateful for you. Every little sparkle, every gift you send fuels the joy and laughter. You're the best, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. You're making dreams come true.
All right, thank you, Eugene Bird. And he says, "Why can't you smoke cigars tonight?" It's because that damn bitch of the dentist there yanked out my tooth with only Novocaine. Don't give me any of the good stuff that tells me I can't smoke.
Hmm. So, Gorilla, was it a back tooth, front tooth, or middle tooth area of the mouth?
Number 7.
Oh, where's that? Is that like the molar?
It's
Or
is that upper or lower?
One of the front teeth, top upper.
oh, it's a front teeth. Oh, front teeth.
Um.
Yeah, even worse. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
All right. Well, before I let you guys go here, I just wanted to pop by and say
You know, I'm
hi and
slow.
glad to see you guys
Hey,
doing everything.
I don't
I
eat.
do
I
gotta get to
told you.
sleep. I
you gotta get
appreciate the
sleep.
love and you guys welcoming me, and
Hey,
you all have a good night tonight. I'm gonna
yeah,
listen on the cell phone while I go
yeah,
to sleep because I got a long day tomorrow.
yeah. Hey,
Gorilla.
LDG, do you need some good night music?
No,
No,
fuck
no,
you.
no,
No,
no.
you need a good night foot up your ass? No, thank you. I'm
Yeah,
good.
Uh,
hey,
I think you're good on that.
you'll have to buy me a drink first for that.
Yeah, no, dude. I'm gonna. You know what? My foot's gonna go so far up your ass. You're gonna sleep. Okay. Thanks, guys.
yeah,
It's a
have a
big
Love
good
you.
night
one.
for him.
Y'all be
Have a
good.
good,
Y'all have fun.
have a
All right,
good
Night.
one.
guys.
Yeah, have a
Later.
good one there.
Take
Good night,
care,
All right,
LG.
LTG.
later.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's have happy
Uh,
holidays, buddy.
He goes, oh, ouch. Yeah,
Ooh, ouch.
and the bad thing is they don't even give the good stuff out anymore. Because of,
Yeah,
And Gorilla, and what was the cost of the tooth remover? Was it a cavity, or was it or tooth rot, was basically the same thing as a cavity?
I don't know how much the bill is because it cost me, I had a $25 copay, the rest of it they're going to bill to me.
Well,
oh,
for what they said, what exactly was the problem if you're able to translate it to your own Gorilla language and what was wrong with your tooth?
It was so bad that they had to take it so bad, so far gone that they had to take it out.
yeah,
Mm.
roots, the root and all, right? Yeah, they had to take the whole thing. Yeah.
As you know, gorillas eat anything, so he's got to watch what the hell he's eating because it's rotting his freaking teeth out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Eugene Bird says all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth.
So
All
Gorilla,
I want for Christmas is my two front tooth.
Yeah.
so Gorilla, tell me, is the hole in your mouth very noticeable whenever you smile or talk, or will you be able to get a false tooth in that area if you're able to afford it?
I can't afford that stuff right now. What? I wasn't even I wasn't even afford to go to the dentist today, but I couldn't wait. I'm just gonna have to make payments, and then if they don't accept that, they'll tell them, well, then that's too damn bad.
Yeah.
But the problem with a lot of these places is too many people have screwed them over,
Hey,
and they're
Gorilla, like I was going to ask you. So, I told you that my wife Suzanne is allergic to certain kind of medications. I know she can't take Tylenol 3 for pain. She can't take a couple of other things for pain. Are you allergic to certain medications yourself that you know?
see, Z-Packs,
Okay.
penicillin, and
Uh,
diaphragm, or whatever the fuck they called
Oh
it.
wow.
okay. Well, it should be easy enough for them to figure out when you go like, "Hey, you read this. I don't want to read this."
All right,
Yeah,
guys. I'm gonna call
penicillin
it
is
a night.
definitely true for that. Hey, Matt.
I'm gonna call it a night, guys. I got to talk at y'all another time.
All
Yeah,
right.
All
all
right.
right.
Cool.
Have a good one.
All right. Good
Yeah.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah, yeah.
Good
Good
night,
night,
nah,
Matt.
Matt. Happy holidays, sir. And then there were five.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a thing with me. It's a meme.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Well, at least Gorilla's keeping us upward.
I'm keeping you up.
You
I
might
don't know
Yeah.
want
what Jim just said. I
you
was
might
thinking, I think you're keeping us up.
Yeah.
No, Gorilla is keeping me and Mikey separate. I mean, you got Gorilla in the middle here.
Oh, yeah. Well, oh,
It's not so bad.
I'm kind of sandwich there. That's not good. Come on, Jim. Hey, before when we had 7 of us up there, ADP was clean full of ballots. And
hey, I just posted in your
Hey, no. Oh, we could start doing this
well,
on both sides. Gorilla be getting bumped.
pumped, yeah,
bumped
Yeah.
yeah,
or pumped.
Bumped.
pumped
Bu-
or
bu- bu-
pumped or
bu- bu-
pumped.
bu- bu-
We are
Yeah.
here to pump you up.
There
Or
you
yeah,
go.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Suzanne says, Eugene Bird, I was actually on
Well,
the panel tonight. Yeah, she was on there
You,
for a little bit there.
yeah.
Hey, girl, I just posted a thing in your private chat message thing here. Uh, it's 9 minutes of Pierre Trudeau making an absolute jackass out of himself once again. You probably can't play it. You probably can't play it because I don't want to get you in trouble with the
Wait,
copyright folks. But
wait. I
it's
can I, I can already tell you this is a biased source without even looking at it.
really.
Yeah, because he said it's only 9 minutes of him making a jackass out of himself.
Well, yeah. You see, the thing is, it's put up by the Canadian Taxpayers Federation, which is a watchdog group that's been going many years now, keeping track of all the wasteful government spending that governments do over the years, like the idiots that they are. And there's a lady on there. She watched the whole hour-long interview that took place in Halifax, Nova Scotia recently. She condensed it down to the 9 minutes to like four brief segments of Trudeau saying really asinine, stupid stuff that's unbelievably dumb and arrogant and
Yeah,
condescending to the audience. It's unbelievable. This guy thinks he has a prayer to get reelected when he talks to average
yeah,
folks like this. Anyway, it's really
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Uh,
But she's only able to do 9 minutes.
she watched the whole hour and she condensed, took just the most
Oh,
interesting segments. She took cut four segments out of the hour long to present it because she realized most of us can't stomach an hour of Trudeau
mhm.
anymore because he's so pathetically dumb. Every time he opens his bloody mouth, that guy is, oh, he's so
Damn.
dumb.
Yeah. And Eugene's giving us a popcorn and glap in there. He says,
By,
"Happy holidays, Scurvy."
by the way, even though you can't play it, anybody that wants to look at it, you can copy it in the thing there.
Yeah, I just put
I,
it in the regular chat.
Oh, okay. I just want to mention though, Trudeau is so arrogant. They just had a recent election in Nova Scotia, right? Like a month ago, if that, maybe a couple weeks ago. The Liberals got wiped out almost because in the before the election, Conservatives had 34 seats, the NDP had 6, and the Liberals had 14. The seats won in the recent election put the Conservatives at 43, the NDP at 9, and guess what? The Liberals went from 14, they went down to 2 seats. That's a little bit of a premonition, I think, of what is going to happen federally next year. I
Yeah.
think the Liberals will
Yeah,
be
at least
wiped
I
out.
hope so. Yeah.
And he still has the arrogance to go and talk down to the crowd in Halifax this week. Like, really? Wow.
LDG, LDG. PvP, I do have a question for you.
Sure.
Um, uh,
Damn.
do you guys have unlimited term limits for your prime ministers,
Nope.
or do you guys have
Nope.
term limits like we do with presidents down here?
Nope. I'm starting to think it might not be a bad idea, but there's no term limits as far as I'm aware of. No.
No, not up here. No.
The
Yeah,
thing
because
is, the thing is though, usually if a government is going to go sideways, they usually do it after their first couple of terms, which is what Trudeau's doing now because he is in his second term. And I think with the previous Harper government, the Conservatives we had before Trudeau, I think they had 2 or 3 terms, and then they got tossed out on their ass. So if the voters start to lose confidence in the leader and the programs and the policies, and if
Yep.
they see the country going sideways and like going right down the drain,
Yep.
uh, they will just switch parties in a heartbeat. Because I used to vote left to center, right? I voted for Trudeau. I hate to say it now, but when he first came in his first term, he seemed like a decent guy. He seemed like a reasonable leader. He actually, seemed to make reasonable sense when he talked. And now, after 9 years, every time he opens his mouth, he's just trying to defend so many mistakes that have piled up over the years. And he just comes across like just constant double talk, trying to flip the facts around. A reporter will ask him a fairly straightforward question about the economy, and he'll flip flop it around in so many different ways that by the time he finishes answering the question, it's like I don't think anybody in the room knows what the hell he said, right? It's that kind of situation we got. So,
Yeah.
yeah, term
The
limits.
last,
Yeah.
yeah, well, since I moved here, like the last 2 years, I've noticed that Trudeau's just speaking pure gibberish. It makes no sense anymore what
Yes.
he says.
Gibberish is Probably the most concise way to describe it in one word:
I would
gibberish.
definitely say that's true, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I hope I get to vote for Paul there next year. I definitely want to. I want to be able to vote. So
Every
Well,
time I listen to him, he sounds Paul. I used to not like Pierre. I thought used to not like conservatives, uh, and I used to really hate the guy. Like 6, 7 years ago, I thought he was a little mealy mouth backbencher. But since he's become the leader in the last few years, he's really sharpened his game up to a much higher level, right? And
yes,
he's concise, he's clear, he sticks to the facts. He doesn't go on with all mumbo jumbo BS trying to fool people like
right,
Trudeau does.
right.
So yeah, I can't wait to vote for the Conservatives. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely next year for sure.
PvP, where is Pierre from? He sounds like he has a French name. Is he from the French province, or is he from one of the other ones that are out west?
I'd have to look it up because I am not familiar with every
I thought
single piece there.
Olivier did come from the obviously from the province of Quebec, so he is French Canadian,
Well, his family would be French with that surname, I'm guessing.
definitely.
Um,
He's either from Quebec City, uh, Dan. He's either from Quebec City or Montreal, but I know he's from one of those two cities.
Actually, okay. You know where he was actually born?
Where was he born?
Calgary, Alberta.
Really? Wow. He's
Just
in
because,
Alberta?
yeah,
Wow.
just because
Wow.
people have French surnames doesn't mean they were born in Quebec,
Not necessarily right, but okay.
right?
Awesome.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you,
he
BB.
was
Yeah,
born in Calgary, Alberta, June 3rd, 1979. He's 45, so he's still a young leader. I'm sure which he will have lots of energy. I'm sure, being a right of center politician, I think if he sits down with Trump, I think they're going to get along really well. I think they
yeah,
both want. I mean, Pierre wants to get rid of the carbon tax. He wants to get oil flowing in the pipeline from Alberta because Alberta's got some of the largest oil reserves on the planet,
oh, they
and we
do.
could
Yeah,
we could provide oil for not only ourselves but for the U.S. for many, many, many years to come, and that's all. That's free of any of the Middle Eastern politics, any of all that nonsense, right? It's just two democracies sharing the resources with each other
Right.
and
yeah.
to the benefit of both our countries. So, yeah, I see good things ahead. It's just that damn Trudeau, that guy, he will hang on by his toenails till the last minute next October, and I'm sure determined. I believe he wants to damage Canada as much as he can.
Yeah.
So when Pierre comes in, he's going to have a huge mess to clean up on many fronts.
Well, we already know he has a huge economic deficit, so
Oh yeah, well his
that
finance.
doesn't help. Yeah.
Christopher Freeland, his finance minister, is a joke. Oh man,
Oh
And
no,
listen to
he's a
her.
clown. He's not just a joke. He is a clown.
No, but his
And
finance,
yeah.
Christopher Freeland, his finance minister, is an idiot. Like every
Oh
time
yeah.
she opens her mouth, it's painful too, right? So
Oh,
Yeah.
very painful. Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, Eugene Burgess says I didn't know anything about him until the COVID truckers were attacked.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
yeah, exactly. That's what flipped me over was when I heard about Trudeau. I mean, the truckers' protest was basically peaceful. I mean, sure, they blocked roads and they made a lot of noise, but I don't think honking your horn should be a criminal offense, really. Um, but Trudeau goes and he freezes their bank accounts. Like, call some emergency act bullshit. Like, that should be like if there's terrorists, bombing buildings or something. That's when you should start freezing their bank
Well,
accounts. But I mean, they didn't hurt anybody, and he froze their bank accounts so people couldn't eat, they couldn't pay their rent, they couldn't basically live. That's not democratic. Compare that to what happened in Montreal a month ago, when there was riots and cars lit on fire and buildings smashed. I haven't heard any of those terrorist sympathizers having their accounts frozen yet.
Yeah.
Why not?
well,
Why
and
not?
and I would say this, PvP. You guys have Trudeau. We had Kamala Harris for our uh, so-called Liberal Party, and now she's gone. But the rumor is that she may run for California governor. Which, God, I hope not, because
Well, does that
because
mean?
Hey,
Yeah.
Dan,
Go
Dan,
ahead.
Dan,
oh, now you're just being a woman hater. Dan.
Oh, he's so sexist. Oh no.
Oh no, we don't want a
Yeah,
sexist sip,
you
man.
misogynist.
Oh,
You not voting for Kamala. It just makes you a woman hater and a misogynist. You know.
Hey Dan,
Well,
Dan,
well,
have you formed an escape plan yet? Like to move to another state somewhere, or
Oh
you know?
no, let's move Sip down to Canada. He'll be safer.
sadly, I'm
Get in the
stuck here.
wilderness.
Oh boy.
He's a country boy. Put him in the wilderness.
Well,
He
maybe
could live
she.
in Manitoba or someplace.
Well, a lot of the eastern parts of California did turn blue, though, did they not in the election? Uh, it
Believe
wasn't
so.
all, or they turned red. I mean, there wasn't all blue. There were some red areas too, were there not in
Well,
California?
I would say this. It's the mainly the west coast area, like the very west coast. Those are the blue areas. The middle
Mm-hmm.
to inner California is either purple or red, mainly. In other words,
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, she might run, but that doesn't mean she's automatically going to win it, right? So,
I
Yeah.
hope not, because for what commentators say about the Dem Party and what critics of her say, God, if she runs, she'll be worse than Grissom Newsom if she does win.
yeah, well, she seemed pretty much an airhead from anything I saw about her. So,
All right.
How cool
yeah.
is it?
All right, just a sec. Let's catch up on
Catch
chats real
up.
quick.
Yeah, please.
Suzanne says, "Grill a drink a lukewarm cup of black tea before bed. It'll help you clot easier because I know you're going to smoke." Well, the problem is I don't have any black tea because I do not drink tea at all.
You
well,
can't
that's
drink
not
tea at
good.
all?
We don't. We threw it in the harbor. We're American. We threw all
You
that
threw
in
it
the
in a
harbor.
That's no
What's wrong with you?
excuse, Gorilla. Throwing it in a freaking harbor. Come on, that
Uh,
was way long time ago.
uh,
Stop that.
I could mail you some black tea, Gorilla. The only trouble is our lovely Canada Post is on strike again 6 years after the last time the fuckers did it, and
Yeah.
so it might take like till sometime in January before you get the tea there.
Or
Wait!
longer.
Don't they make like 30 some bucks an hour and do nothing already?
I'm not sure
That,
exactly what it is. I think the starting salary is around 25, but don't forget they got a nice cushy pension. They got retirement, all that shit. I think they got health care covered, and probably even dental, which most Canadians don't get covered.
the
Even
union
though,
protects them, right? The union protects their pension and stuff, right? Because
oh,
the union.
it's just a tactic. They did this 6 years ago at Christmas. They're doing it again at Christmas.
Right.
Small business estimates I've read are maybe $1 billion loss for small business, which
Yeah.
should be their most profitable time of the year. I
Right.
don't know how many small businesses are going to go out of business,
Yeah.
but Trudeau don't care. Like Trudeau could step in and order them back to work. And you know what? If he did that, that would probably get him a couple thousand votes in the next election,
Might.
right?
Maybe.
But dumbass Trudeau, he'll sit on his hands, do nothing, piss off people. How many small business owners do you think will vote for Trudeau next year?
Probably barely
Zero.
any.
And there's a lot of them.
Uh,
There's a lot of them out
Zero.
there. Yeah.
yeah.
See, this is
Yeah.
Trudeau. One group by another group, and this group and that group. He alienates them all across the country. Hardworking Canadian citizens. In the meantime, he's bringing more immigrants in. I just saw today on YouTube. I didn't watch the video yet, though, so my facts are very sketchy. But apparently, he's agreed to take in 10,000 Muslim immigrants from China. Now we have enough problem with that group of folks to begin with the rioting and stuff and the terrorist stuff. But he's bringing in 10,000 more from China. Now I always thought that China was like this communist dictatorship that maybe we shouldn't be cozying up to and doing deals with to help out the communists there. But I guess Trudeau is not having a problem with that. And it's going to be 10,000 more people. Apparently, the government doesn't want the misery just contained in Ontario anymore. They want to spread it out across Canada. So I think they're talking about sending thousands of these people to communities all across Canada. I'm sure that's going to go really well. So I think he's doing it intentionally. I think he wants to create such a problem for the Conservatives when they get elected. They're going to have their hands full cleaning up his mess.
uh,
But it's like, why do you bring people that have different cultures that aren't going to adapt? That some of them
yeah.
refuse to adapt.
Yeah.
I mean, we
All
always
right.
had multiculturalism, which I used to believe in. I don't believe in it any longer. In America, you had the melting pot idea, which I think is what I'm moving towards now, because I think people should assimilate and adapt. And if you want to be an Italian American or
Yeah.
whatever, if you want to open an Italian restaurant, great. But
Yeah.
don't bring the politics of Sicily over here, if you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, right?
All right. Just a second. I want to welcome Justin Kemp to the chat. Welcome, welcome. Here, we're we're getting way behind here. And she says a
Oh,
no piece from Alberta.
yep.
PvP is talking much common sense regarding the oil. Yeah, he is. Oh, so they warned him he could get dry sockets if he sips of it. Yeah, but your upper jaw don't get dry sockets. That's your bottom jaw. But I suppose it's a common thing there. They're just trying to get me to quit smoking. It's all a plot. It's all conspiracy. Me go, yes, you do. Standard practice: say non-smoking, nothing hot to drink. No sucking straws. Yeah. And today wants to move to Texas. Yeah. What's a misogynist? A
Misogynist.
Uh,
There
that
you go.
that's the special massage parlor where if you word it right, you can get a happy ending. It's usually in the form of Koreans.
Oh, how many times have we terrified the algorithm tonight, guys? Honestly.
What?
Honestly,
Well,
What?
you've already got me taken down. We're just talking to ourselves.
Oh, we're talking to
hey,
ourselves.
I guess who's here?
Hey,
Showing
Larry.
your self adventures. No,
Hey
just
guys,
kidding. Hey, brother Larry.
how are you guys?
Well,
We're
we're
doing
doing
great, brother.
we're
How are
we're having
you?
fun actually.
Uh,
Good.
Hey,
hey,
Larry, are you having the same problem some of us are? You look like you're a nipple here on the Emux screen,
He was born
I
in
see him
nipple.
as a nipple too.
and
I
I'm a
know he's
nipple
got a
too,
nipple.
and I'm offline. It says, even though I'm online, and I can't mute my microphone either.
Yeah,
No,
I'm on my.
PvP. I do see your avatar, and I see everybody else's in mine, but I don't see Larry's yet. That's the
I
only
don't
one
see
I
it
don't
either.
see.
Well,
Yeah.
Larry's a nipple.
all right.
It's a
So,
nipple.
Justin Kemp says only people who hat Kemps,
Who hate
huh?
Kemps?
I
I
have
don't know what he
no
means by
idea.
that. Who hate
I don't
Kemps?
know. Lukewarm coffee then. I don't drink coffee. The gal, I sat there and had a 10-minute argument with the gal at Burger King when I ordered a Mountain Dew and she handed me a coffee. She
Oh,
tried telling me that
Oh
I ordered it.
no.
I said, Kemp Stinky?
well,
JK,
that
y'all, but we're Irish.
so you
Yeah,
ordered a Mountain Dew and she gives you coffee. Wow, she was really paying attention, eh?
Yeah,
yeah.
not quite.
Yeah, then she tried to tell me I ordered that. I was like, I had 5 people in the car go, why the fuck would he order coffee? He doesn't drink coffee.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Yeah, he goes, is
Wow.
that okay? Yeah. Hey, hey there. I got plenty of Irish friends.
Hey,
Okay.
how about a little just take a little bit of warm salt water and gargle with that,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. I
That
gotta
might
do
help.
that. I gotta do that tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll probably help.
Yeah, real lightly.
Yeah, that helps me when I have a sore
Mhm.
mouth, though. A
Mhm.
little bit of
There you
gargling with
are,
salt water.
Larry.
It does.
Hey, Larry, how did you get your avatar going? I can't get mine going to save my life tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
he
having
got
my
his
problem.
avatar.
It's a
It's up
secret
there.
there, PvP.
You're having my problems that I've had before.
Uh, oh well.
Gorilla, since you have Irish friends, tell me, are any of them short people that in green suits where you have to try to catch them to say, now give me your gold?
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that little mean bastard.
Oh, Gorilla, you feeling any better?
Oh hell no! They won't even give me the good stuff today.
Nice.
No. Yeah, what they did, Larry, was the person used Novocaine only. Like and gave him something to, kind of knock him out, but that didn't even work because he felt pain the whole time. It was
Interesting.
ridiculous. I've never heard of such shit. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
Right.
Well, when I had my wisdom teeth out, they froze everything. Like they froze all my jaw and everything, like really good. Like I had a good dentist back then, I gotta say, and I was just frozen solid. I couldn't feel nothing in my face. So, but they had to take out three of them, and oh man, I'm glad I couldn't feel the pain because it was about 20 minutes per tooth. They get the pliers and they're grinding away with the pliers, right?
Mhm.
You can just hear your teeth grinding. You're like, oh God, I hope my tooth doesn't snap to pieces. But they
Yeah,
didn't, and but it was over an hour in the damn chair before they got them all out. It was not fun. So
No.
yeah,
I,
and they
I
did the
feel your
same
pain,
thing to
Gorilla.
me. Yeah, they did the same thing to me as they used a form of Novocaine and they used a little bit of liquid nitrogen because my
Really?
whole front, yeah, because my whole front, every tooth that was down there in the front was bad. So they
Yikes.
took every single one of them out.
Gosh.
So
Yeah.
PvP, tell me, did you have a designated driver after you got out of the office, or were you um, how should I put this, conscious enough, or have enough of your mind focused enough to drive home?
Well, I was I don't even know if I was driving then because I was still a teenager. Because
Yeah.
usually your wisdom teeth come in around 13 or something, 13, 14, which is probably when mine started to be a problem. I probably just walked home because the thing is, they didn't give me no like laugh and gas or any goofy stuff. They just
Right.
basically put the needle in my jaw and froze everything, right?
Oh man.
And so my mouth was still frozen for the rest of the day, probably, but I could
Yeah.
walk. I was perfectly fine to like walk home. So,
Did you say they
Oh,
froze it or did they numb it?
oh, it was all numbed. Like my mouth,
it
they
was.
just put a couple of injections in. They inject you with that stuff that just it's like that. They say, well, we're going to freeze your jaw now or whatever, and they inject you with that big honking needle, and after about 5 minutes, you can't feel nothing, right? Like
Yeah,
nothing.
they numb your gums and everything, so
Yeah.
it's like being in a frozen. It's being in a freezer. Like your teeth are in a freezer, and you're just waiting for that. But you can feel when they go in there to pull the
Oh,
teeth,
the,
and you
the
can feel
worst
that tugging.
the
You can
sound
feel
is the
that.
worst. The sound of
Oh,
the clamp on your tooth
Mhm.
grinding away while the guy's
oh,
yanking like it's the last thing he's ever going to do or something, right?
oh my
It's
God!
just at like 20 minutes per tooth was average, I'd say. Like
Holy shit.
Yeah.
because the doctor, this great doctor, he goes, "Oh, you've really got deep, healthy roots." And I'm
Oh
like,
my god!
well, those deep, healthy roots ain't helping me now, are they, doc? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Oh well, I
Well, at least
survived.
you didn't have to drive home or anything, right?
No, no,
Because
no, 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 no. My
yeah, I mean,
my count was small enough. I probably walked home in about 40 minutes. It wasn't a big deal.
well, what about you, Gorilla? Because they only gave you said that one, pain number, and then they gave you Novocaine only. So were you still, you know, uh, healthy enough to go back to work?
I was
Or
sure, I was back to work like 15 minutes later there.
Okay, without any after effects or dizziness or anything. Novocaine usually does give a form of dizziness. I was just wondering.
Because they
So
let you operate any heavy machinery or
yeah,
oh
I thought that's
so.
what they do.
my god!
I
I
was
hope
worried
not.
about that.
Or they just sit you down in a chair on the sideline somewhere and you can supervise.
Yeah,
There
you
we
can
go.
supervise to not do anything. Right.
Yeah, you can
Exactly.
supervise.
Yes.
I
you
can
know,
see it now. The
Can't
Gorilla,
use
gorilla.
that
gorilla.
pounding materials, the pounding machine you said you used or something for quality control.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
yeah.
don't touch it.
Quality
No.
control. Yeah.
Well,
They were hating me today because I was not in a fucking good mood today.
Yeah.
Well,
And I
why
was
would you be?
nitpicking the shit out of their fucking.
Well, usually dentist visits don't put most of us in good moods. I've just noticed that over the years. But yeah, that's
So
understandable, right? Like,
yeah, I
were
guess
you
you'll
in?
go to
Were
your
you in?
fellow workers. I'm
Were you
sorry.
in any pain? Were you in any pain at work? Like that would
Yeah,
suck.
I was in some pain.
you were in pain.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not good.
well,
yeah.
Gorilla. How long did the Novocaine last until the agonizing pain came back? Where you go, oh my god, my now my jaw's killing me.
The
Yeah,
Novocaine
right.
doesn't really fucking work.
Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
but just a sec here. Eugene Berg gave us a bunch of shamrocks there.
Yeah.
Scurry says, Suzanne, I got to step away for 10 minutes. Keep an eye on the rift draft. Pay me. He can have my house. I will move my boy and I to Texas.
Good idea there, Suzanne. Yeah.
Oh, hey, just go to the northern Iowa there. Then he'll be closer to me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I see everyone's except Larry's. Well, I see everybody's now.
I see
All right.
Larry's avatar. Like I said, he got off his little nipple ring there, and he's got his beer self adventures
Yeah.
logo.
Oh, I'm still a nipple on Emux, but I am okay on YouTube, so I guess that's
Yeah,
all.
but where
Yeah,
are you seeing
yeah.
it, PvP? You're seeing it here, or are you seeing it on the?
On the Emux screen.
Have a good
Oh,
night.
okay.
So,
Weird.
is it mainly on your side then, PvP, or
Yeah.
because I can't
Oh,
because we can't see it on our
guys,
side?
Yeah, well, I
guys.
guess it must be just here then, because on my screen with
Take
the
care,
little
Suzanne.
the Emux logo at the upper left, and it's the live
Big
just
hug,
over
Suzanne.
2 hours. It says on the right corner. You guys all have your avatars fine as usual. I got the nipple. It says I'm offline. I
Yeah,
can't change an avatar, and I can't mute my microphone. So
That's
yeah,
what happened to
ju-
me, PvP. The
it,
same thing
uh,
happened.
Weird.
yeah,
it's just
Nice,
weird, but
Suzanne.
it's still working good enough. So I'm not too worried.
yeah. Just like have a good night, Suzanne.
Good night, Suzanne.
Bye,
Oh, good night,
Suzanne. Take care.
Suzanne. Have a good one.
Good night, Suzanne.
Yeah,
You take care.
and Eugene Bird says vitamin L will be back.
Vitamin L. Okay.
Yeah,
Vitamin Local.
Well, it could stand for,
Hmm.
lactose or lithium or lubricant.
yeah.
Tell me, Gorilla, do lower dose painkillers help at all for your pain, or is your pain the same if you do have lower dose
Well, they
painkillers?
do help, but it's just like uh, part of the reason you go to the dentist is because they prescribe you the good shit. Like, come on, I want to be drugged up for a couple days. Come on now.
Yeah, you want to be drugged out so you don't have to do anything. You can just say, "Hey, this is my FU relaxation period, guys, for the next couple days."
Yeah, or better yet, at his work, they'll just put him in a nice little station and say, "Okay, Gorilla, we have like 10 parts here for you. Can you shine them all day for us, please?"
10 parts, I get fired if I only did 10 parts in a day.
Well, I probably know that, girl. I'm just using that as an example. In other words,
Huh.
Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do? Shine him with his ass?
Uh, well, with that, I think that's a good place to leave off there.
Oh,
Uh,
Uh-oh.
so thank
Up
you,
your ass
Eugene
or
Bird, for
in
coming
your
in.
ass.
Thank you for that $10 super chat there.
Yeah,
No,
thank you, Eugene
no,
Bird.
I should get freaking YouTube to actually send me the money, instead of sitting there in the AdSense account because they won't. Yeah, that's the stupidest thing with the YouTube
Yeah.
there is I can understand. Okay, I can put up with the 30% on their end, because they're the ones sending out the thing, blah 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 and stuff like that. I can deal with Uncle Sam wanting his extortion fee of 24%. I can deal with that, but they won't send you the money until you are at $100 in your AdSense account.
That's right. I try to tell you that.
Yeah,
Well, because Jim's gone through more of it than right. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and welcome Latch Dandum.
it's locked on him. Yeah,
Let's
he's
knock down.
probably
Alrighty then.
yeah. Well, you said Raquel was on earlier, so he's probably coming from a Raquel raid, right? Locked on it.
She
Yeah.
was
no,
Yeah.
actually,
she she wasn't on because she couldn't get on.
Oh,
no,
she
Oh,
she's
couldn't get
having
on.
problems.
No,
Oh
have
no.
issues. Had issues.
Oh
yeah.
no.
So
That's terrible.
yeah, but they thank you for coming. Does Latch Danum have anything on his channel or on their channel? I should say.
Locked on
well,
it. I don't think. Well, I don't think so.
9
Yeah,
uh,
subs to one video.
tell me, do any of us know him at least? Because he's
Nope.
new to me.
Oh, well, I do
No.
know him. He has one video and he does have wow. Well, what am I saying? He has 659 videos. He has a created playlist that's called Work. So I would say he has content, but he only has 9 subscribers to his
Well,
channel.
he has one video there. That's a playlist you created. So make sure to check out Let's Denham's video
Dannon.
there.
I had to be
Yeah,
told several times by Raquel how to
Thanks,
pronounce
Kirby.
it.
yeah,
Moira had to tell me.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. I've seen Let's Denham before. Thank you, Scurvy, for coming. And thank you
thanks,
again,
Kirby.
Legacy, for that super chat. And thank you for being here. Thank you, Suzanne XT, for being here.
Yes.
Thank you, Justin Kemp, for coming. Let's check see if he has anything
Yeah, he
on.
has content. He has some playlists and he has I think one couple videos there. So yeah, he
Yeah,
mostly he's got playlists. He has a lot of playlists. So
yeah.
it's
So
it's
make
like
sure
when
that
PvP has music. Yeah. So
so make sure to check out Justin Kemp.
yeah.
Let's see. Scrolling. Well, I'm scrolling. Larry, what do you got going on?
Well, today was kind of not the greatest day because I had some problems with my chest and all that fun stuff, and had to
Oh,
sit forever to get a CT done in my eye.
Mm.
But otherwise, Thursday we're going to do that watch party for National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation and do a review. And then Saturday, believe it or not, Saturday, Viva Las Vegas. Here we come. So I'll be getting a video out for that one. I may even go live. We'll have to wait and see. And then coming up in January, we got the Avengers watch party starting January 11th. And also got, PvP is going to be working on his Dark Shadows. So we got a lot of interesting stuff. So I will turn it over, and please watch me on Be Yourself Adventures. I'm going to turn over back to Gorilla.
all right. Thank you very much, and thank you LDG hashtag Free the Net for coming. If you ever need IT help or need a place to hang out, there's always freethenet.org/underground. And Jim, how about you promote Matt Arnold?
And Gorilla, I hope you feel better.
Oh, Matt
Yeah.
Arnold, he's a good friend. He plays a guitar, and once a week he goes out to a bar with his friends with his equipment, and they play for a few hours and come back. At least it gets him out of the house for a few hours uh, once a week. But at Commodore Productions, we're working on our playlist a little bit,
Hey, Scurvy.
trying to get season two all built in, and the last season two episode is Breach 5. They'll be coming out December 30th. And that's about it. Thank
All
you.
right, all right. Thank you, and thank you JP's Tabernacle for coming, and thank you Scotty R37 for coming. Now he has something called the Phantasmagorium channel where they do some reviews. So make sure to check him out there. And I believe that is everybody, but it could be wrong. While we're scrolling here, PvP, you promote yourself.
Okie dokie. I've got mainly a channel with music playlists, lots of albums that I really, really love, lots of mixed stream playlists with different bands. I've got a playlist of Canadian bands, which, if you want to check that out, because there's lots of amazing Canadian bands. I actually think, when I think of great countries for producing popular music, rock and roll, etc. I would put the U.S. and Britain are kind of tied for number one because you guys both have a lot of great bands over the decades. I put Canada a strong runner-up to your two countries because I think we are pretty close in the number of great groups we produced. And number four, I would probably put Australia because they have a lot of great bands too. But I've got music from all of those countries on my channel. I did finally upload a new album last night by the Handsome Family, which is I discovered a good source for their music finally. So I put that first album up yesterday. The album is called Odessa. Um, the Handsome Family are generally kind of classified as Americana country, but I got to say, there's a lot of more hard rocking tunes on the first album. I don't think they'd quite found their sound they wanted to stay with at that point. So there's some good rockers on there too, mixed in with the more country tinge stuff. And it's a fun album. I don't think it's my favorite because I think they do improve as many bands do as they go on in their career. But it's a good, worthwhile listen. Definitely a good album. And yeah, Dark Shadows in January. Looking forward to that. Um, Eventually, I've been talking recently about getting the Lost in Space Monday streams going again. No firm plans or dates on that yet, as I need to talk. Well, I need to talk to you, Gorilla, one of these days to iron out details. I've talked to Jill already. Uh, we always had four on the panel, and since Pop is no longer with us, I think it would be the three of us probably, and Stone Racket if he's still into it. I think he probably will be. Uh, so I think I'll stick to a four-member panel for the reviews because I think four is perfect for reviews. I think if you get any more than that, a review could go way, way too long. And I want to try and keep the reviews down to 2 hours if possible. So anyway, there's still many weeks ahead to iron out all those details. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I guess I just wanted to mention everything. And Larry, I just want to ask you quickly, what time are you doing the Christmas vacation on Thursday? What
I
time you
think
starting?
I am going 7 o'clock my time, if I remember right.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
5 o'clock. No, that's 6 o'clock Pacific, then, isn't it?
That's
Yes.
correct.
Okay, that'll work out because I'm probably working till around 5 o'clock. It all depends. Sometimes I work a little longer because that's the end of my work week, and I have to write up call reports. And sometimes they can take a little extra time. I do a little bit of overtime sometimes Thursdays, but that gives me an hour cushion, so that probably should work okay.
Good. I'll
Yeah,
send
plus
you the
I got
link.
his yeah, plus I got his notification on YouTube. So yeah, it's supposed to be 9 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah, that
All
should
right.
work okay. If I have to, if I'm working later for some unscheduled reason, I'll email you and let you
Okay.
know, Larry,
All right.
for sure.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay. Yep. You're welcome.
Hopefully, I can get
All right.
Gorilla on there.
Alrighty, so thank you, Cheese Wrap, for coming. He does all kinds of shorts from Harry Potter edits to football edits, so make sure to check him out. And let's see, Latcham says, are we enemies? LOL. Nope, we're cool. We're cool as long as things stay peaceful. There, we're good. There, nope, Latcham. LOL. Nope, Lash Food. We're cool. Stay with you, Justin Kemp. And we got Scurry putting the links in. And cold here too, and punctured coronas, sinuses. I'm
Punctured
guessing
cornea. Yeah,
made,
he's
made
got
from pure food from
his eye
scratch.
socket. Yeah.
Boiled ginger root, and fresh squeezed lemons, and raw honey. Rough stuff, but LOL, it's working. Hey man, it's not cold until it's -40 with the -70 wind chill. Then we can talk cold.
I came close one time. I lived for 6 months in Colorado with a -25
Yeah,
below and a -40 wind chill factor. That was pretty close.
Hey,
yeah.
Gorilla. I hope you feel
It's
better.
yeah, it's Scurry's got it figured out there.
Yeah.
The
So,
Phantasmagorium show. All right, Cynthia, what do you got going on?
Alrighty, to all your panelists and chatters that know me or don't know me, Sci-Fi Sit Down. I usually cover different sci-fi TV shows or movies. I do crossovers on my YouTube channel as well. Just type in my YouTube channel name underneath my avatar right here, Sci-Fi Sit Down. Hopefully my channel will pop up for you guys and you can check out my sci-fi videos. I do different topics of sci-fi related stuff. I do my Transformers Prime watch parties on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Pacific time, but that may flux depending on what Gorilla's schedule is for the Waltons, usually on Fridays. And I usually do my live streams on Saturdays between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific time, but I'm taking a season break currently, and I try to upload a new video to YouTube at the beginning of each week or towards the end of each week to entertain you guys. Every new watch minute or and watch hour encourages me to make more content for you guys, as well as to hopefully make some more money off of YouTube besides my real world job. And beyond that, that's all I have to say about my channel. And I'll turn it over to, I guess, Mikey's next after me. Then it'll be Gorilla himself.
Hey, Gorilla, real quick, I got a question. Are you going to be doing the Waltons this week?
I was planning on it.
Okay, I just want to see if you were planning on it. I hope so. And I bet your mouth is not feeling the best, is it?
Nope.
You know, you take care of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it might. It
Oh,
might.
it's too late for that, there, Larry.
That's why you had it pulled, right?
I
yeah.
got a rubber chicken for you.
So I'm guessing
Yeah,
Yeah.
pulling
but
it.
you've been fingering that thing.
Oh, geez. I have to. I once Canada Post settles their strike, I'll have to buy some rubber chickens for next year.
I
There
did
you
that
go.
earlier, really, Larry,
It'll be
Yeah,
the rubber
with my
chicken
group.
club. You
nice,
won't be
Jim.
allowed on the stream unless you have a rubber chicken.
Right, there you go.
Well,
Okay.
I gotta say that Jim certainly knows how to get laid.
uh,
Didn't you just say earlier
alrighty. Alrighty. Mikey, what do you got going on?
Mikey's playing with some
Hi,
weird
Daddy.
puppet?
Hey, Daddy. Anyway,
He's
yeah,
playing
so
real sick toy.
this end of this month we've got four live streams coming up. We have one for Christmas Eve on the 24th, one for Christmas Day on the 25th with Miss Raquel and Moira, one for Canadian Boxing Day, which I hope to have PvP co-host with me, along with Larry and also Gorilla and some other people to come up. Hopefully, that live in Canada. I'd like to have Suzanne Steen come up and join us. Also, we have on the 31st, of course, this year, it's going to be a working computer, which is awesome. So we have I'm planning to do a 6 hour live stream starting at 8 o'clock in the evening, Eastern Standard Time, uh, on the 31st and run all the way till about 2:30 in the morning. That way it covers everybody from East Coast to West Coast and around the world. I've been paging Sashi from Malaysia to come and try to join us so that we can, do his first, his country, and bring in the new year for those guys. I'm still trying, so say some prayers I can get Sashi up there on the group with us also. Next year, we got our weekly webcam series, of course. We still have the Red Dwarf on Monday. We have the TOS on Tuesday. We have the Greatest American Hero on Wednesday and the A Team on Thursday. Those will restart after January 13th. We're just taking some time to prepare everything. Also, according to your polls, we're going to be doing uh, mystery shows next year. We're going to be doing Star Trek fan films and then Star Wars fan films as per your request. And after we're done with TGAH, then we will be doing starting with Get Smart. So there is a lot of fun stuff. And hopefully, I can participate with PvP and Larry doing their Dark Shadows and the Avengers with Dame Diana Rigg, and I'll still be working with Gorilla on his streams with the Waltons if I can, and also every other Saturday and Sunday. Charlotte Nightstar the Werewolf does her commentary with us, with me and Curtis Selby and Johnny. So a lot's coming up next year. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fun.
All right, thank you. And
All right.
let's see. Lasher says, house is encased in ice for 2 weeks with no way to go anywhere and just a fireplace and no electricity or gas. Mild
Right.
hypothermia, best it got as far as facing cold goes, but referred to cold. Oh god, those ice storms are a bitch. We
They
had
are terrible.
we
Yeah.
had one like 12 years ago that took out the electricity there. But the nice thing about my town is that they're actually halfway smart, just halfway.
Jeez, I wish I would be happy to have halfway smart government here right now.
Well, with our electricity there, we got four feeder lines that go into the town. See, our electricity comes out of the Missouri Valley Electric something, and
Electric Authority or whatever the hell they would
yeah,
be.
well, they supply a lot of Southwest Minnesota there with electricity there.
Okay, okay.
We got four feeder lines that come into town, so if one goes out, they can reroute the electricity to another feeder line.
Good
What if
good
But
all
plan.
but
four of
that
them go
but that
out
takes
though?
but that can take time to do that. So in the meantime, we got an actual backup diesel generator in our town. So if the
Oh,
power goes out, it takes a little bit to get the safely fire up the diesel generator. but they do fire it up that gives us power back.
Yeah.
Gorilla, how big of an engine does the
All right,
generator
Lieutenant.
have? So, like 700 horsepower to power the whole damn town for you?
Fuck if I know. All I know is it supplies electricity. They just ask us to conserve it. Worthington's generator there, that's not big enough for the town because they have to do rolling blackouts when that happens.
Well, if they're supplying power to an entire town off a generator, would it be some kind of industrial type of machinery? I'm guessing, perhaps.
Yeah, it's an industrial generator.
Yeah, it would be. It wouldn't be the one you go to your hardware store and buy. I'm guessing.
No, hell no.
But
Okay.
with our building, one of the few things we're thankful for is if they have a blown transformer, or if we do have occasional blackout or a brownout is the other thing too. We do have a backup generator of our own. Uh, luckily, that's in this building, so we don't stay blacked out for too long. The
Yeah,
whole neighborhood around us could be all, lose their electricity for a few hours, even like in a snowstorm, because we have blizzards, right, to come through too, off the lake and everything, off Lake Ontario. But that being said, like I said, we're thankful that we do have backup power. So if anything majorly blows or up or something, we'll be all right. So thankfully,
yeah,
that's good. That's a good thing.
Hey, Scurvy, you're an amazing moderator. I
yeah,
just have to
Yeah,
tell
yes,
you
thank
that.
you,
yeah. Thank
Scurvy,
you,
for
Scurvy, for putting all
posting.
the links in.
Yeah,
And
that's
Yeah.
Last one says all good in Hail Canada. Now, Jim, it's
Hail
your
Canada.
turn.
Do what?
Uh,
Jim.
Jim, did you go already,
I
or
already went,
all
Oh, did
right?
Yeah,
you?
Jim went already. You're last, Gorilla.
but
Oh,
I would like to say one more thing. I need one more sub to make 9,000. And tomorrow, if we get that one sub, we will have a special 9,000 celebration. And we're going to use it on StreamYards, Streamlabs. But I'm sure PvP said he's busy. So I thought,
I you
ah,
picked
darn it.
you picked the one night this week when I'm working till 7 o'clock Pacific time.
Sorry.
Wait,
Well,
wait, Jim, Jim,
Oh
ask
well, that's the
Black.
way it is. Just
Yep.
saying.
Yeah, Jim, ask Black Dannon. Black Dannon hasn't subscribed to your channel yet. Ask him. Yeah, he'll do it for you. Black Dannon will.
hey
No,
everybody,
I got links in there floating around.
let's
Okay,
give
cool.
Jim one more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Black
Yeah.
I've
Dannon.
I've already subbed, so I can't
Yeah.
sub again. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I can't just unsub and come back again.
well, that wouldn't make any sense,
He
would
said
it?
he did subs. Thank you.
Oh, good,
I
good.
will say this: if Jim does go over 9,000, I could do the Dragon Ball joke on his stream in the chat or on the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, last Jim says I did something that's free. Why not? Yeah, thank you, last Jim.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
To
you.
that's
Jim.
cool.
to
Cool,
Uh,
man.
Jim.
as for me, uh, tomorrow might just be a regular cigar lounge. I'm still trying to debate on what to do on Wednesdays there. Thursday, I was planning on doing the Purge movie, but
Ladies.
I guess, I guess I could change that.
Well, I'm going to be on with Larry watching the Christmas movie. Sorry, girl.
Yeah. Then, as then Friday will be the Waltons episode season 4, episode 3. I am planning on doing it, but like these streams can always change in the last minute. There, I'm not planning on anything going on. Let's see, not sure on Saturday yet, and then Sunday. Someone give me a Christmas movie.
Oh, I could give you one, The Bishop's Wife, which is great, but I just had last week, so I don't know if that's fair, but
How about Bill Murray's Scrooge?
Bishop's
Scrooge.
Wife is a classic, though. It really is good.
Oh no, I have
It's a
seen
lot
it.
better, than Santa. Santa was like a frivolous, crazy one I just picked off the top of my head, but Bishop's Wife really is a classic movie.
Yeah,
Batter Santa. Why not? Batter Santa
Batter Santa, yeah,
or Batter Santa 2 or both.
hey, hey,
yeah,
Scurvy, I don't know if you
Bad
have my
Santa,
link in
Oh,
chat.
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa
Batter
is
You
Santa.
know
great.
what?
Yeah,
I've been wanting to see those, so we'll do the Bad Santa
Bad
movie.
Santa, yeah,
yeah, Santa.
you'll love
Okay,
Bad Santa.
Yeah, and
yeah, that's
Scrooge
the
says
one with Billy Bob Thornton, right? Yeah,
Billy
yeah,
Bob being a real
Yep. Yep.
sleazeball
being a real
Santa.
jerk off. Yeah,
and
exactly.
He's a mall Santa, but he's a sleazebag.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no
Hey,
wonder,
let me
and no wonder Angelina Jolie did him.
All right. Before the results of the poll, Jim, can you read this one?
Yeah.
You could be at a 9,000 sub, win a free rubber chicken guaranteed. Not a guarantee. I don't want to give away my rubber chickens. Ah,
Hey,
damn. They're gonna
hey,
miss you.
Scurvy. Hey,
Yeah.
Damn it,
Scurvy.
Scurvy.
Oh
Scurvy.
my.
And he's summing as fast as he can. He's hitting every lick he can.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lance.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Lockdown, and yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Motivation, scurry there. Motivation. Then let's see. Jim and Mike sub. Did I miss any?
No,
Uh,
can you
no,
put
I think
my
you got everybody.
put
Sub
my
is,
link in chat, Gorilla? Would you mind putting my link in chat?
I do love some Star Wars and Reeve like should play the calories. Just Scurry, can you do that real quick for me? Or wait, I could probably do it here just as
No,
fast.
if you can, if you can't, no worries.
Larry, what's your YouTube handle? The same as it is up on the panel, or do you have a different handle you go by on
No,
YouTube?
it's Be Yourself Adventures.
Yeah.
I
And
got it here.
Lemon Scurvy just said that you're at 9,000, Jim. You just hit 9,000.
Yep, I see
9K.
Woo!
that. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah,
Party
well,
time.
we're gonna have a party tomorrow.
Damn, sucks I'll have to miss it, but oh well.
Yeah.
Scurvy, thank
Yay!
you.
There he goes.
Thank you,
9,000.
Gorilla.
That's great.
Oh, he just beat me. He just beat me. All right, all
Congratulations.
right. But the results of our poll here.
Oh, here we
Okay, yeah,
go.
let's
Yeah,
see.
right
Let's
on
see.
your poll, Jim.
Okay.
Thank you, Scurvy and Gorilla.
Thank you much.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Who won?
Uh,
What happened to the
that's
poll?
I'm guessing by some mysterious quirk of fate that Plow Me Baby actually ended up winning.
Well,
Well,
what we're
yeah,
seeing is
the
chat.
Emperor. Well, no, the Emperor Palpatine. The last time I checked, there was 14 votes, and Emperor Palpatine had 64%. The next closest one, which you just said, PvP, was at 14%. So,
Oh, good. The dark side wins this
Yeah,
battle.
I kind
This
of
ball. Good.
I voted for Palpatine too because I thought it was
I
the
did
best.
too. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
wanted Emperor Palpatine.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one. So the winner is Emperor Palpatine with 60% of the vote. We had 20 votes. With 60% of the vote, Emperor Palpatine won. And let's see, with 15%, Snow Country for Old Men. Uh, another 15%, Scoop Dog. And with 10%, Buzz Ice Clear.
Nice.
Nice, nice.
So, so does that mean, Gorilla, you're going to go ahead and enter Emperor Palpatine to your
Yeah,
growing to the growing list for this year, so you can name the snowplow?
yeah.
Oh, nice. That'd be great
Oh,
to use our
uh,
suggestion.
only in Minnesota do we take pride in naming our snowplows.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
That's
but
Congratulations,
we have
Jim.
way too many. Yeah, but that's the problem. See, over here in Toronto, we have way too many snowplows, and
Yeah.
there's
No,
no way to name all of them. You
no,
can't
no.
do
What
that.
we do is we buy 8 new plows every year. Here we got 8. The Minnesota Department of Transportation has 8 districts. Each
Yeah.
Right.
district
Wow.
gets one new snowplow every year. Then they get rid of one,
So
and
Oh,
do
Right.
that's
so
the
they
do the
crazy.
started
old
the naming contest.
do the old plows wear out that quickly? Then you got to keep replacing them. Wow.
Oh,
Well,
that's good.
we have like 20 of them per
Oh,
district.
20?
Uh-huh.
You have 20
Well,
of those?
we probably have more than that. We got a shit ton of plows per district.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And by
Because
the way, I want to
Yeah.
Nice.
say
Wow.
congratulations to
Okay, I
Jim.
did. Okay.
Thank you much.
Congratulations, Jim.
Thank you,
Yeah, that's
buddy.
Well,
awesome, Jim.
Appreciate it.
let's see.
And I did
Oh,
put the link in there for the 9,000 party.
By the
There you
way,
go.
I still stand as naming Gorilla an honorary Canadian like I did a year ago because he's probably got more snow and more plows in his town than my town will ever have.
oh,
Wow.
where is it? Damn it, I'm on freaking Ely Mucks instead of StreamYard.
well,
Fuck you, fuck.
well, well, PvP. Well, Grilla does know how to plow you over.
Oh.
Hey, so the Minnesota Department of Transportation has 838 snowplows.
What
Wow.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's like is that one snowplow for every citizen in the state, Gorilla?
Well, you gotta think about it. They take yeah, when they're plowing like I-94 or
Oh my
494 and all
god!
that. It takes 4 plows or no 4 to 6 plows.
Wow, that's a
Wow.
lot.
Because
I,
Eight
because
hundred
have you ever
snowplow.
seen the way they do that?
I,
Is that like they do like creative ballet with the snowplows and they're all going around in different patterns on the road, circling each other? Like no?
by the way, I want to say hi to Latch. I'll
Oh
just give you
boy.
a nickname, Latch, if
Locked
that's
on it.
okay.
Locked on it.
And
It's
I have to say his name looks very similar to Leprechaun.
Okay,
well
I am not Canadian.
a lock is a lake, is it not? So
Lock,
It is. Yeah.
so would
Yes.
Lockleum,
that be a lake named Dannon?
Yeah.
Hey, hey, PvP.
Yep.
This right
Lockeum.
here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Did I share it?
Okay.
No, you haven't
All
shared
right.
it yet.
I haven't seen it
That
yet.
That's
Wow.
part of the reason why we need so many here. We got this here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Wow.
That's how they clear the 6 lanes on 494 there.
Yeah. Well,
That's crazy.
you see, we got no 6 lane highways around here. You guys got way bigger
Yeah.
highways in the U.S. That's for sure.
That's where like around Murderapolis and all that.
Well,
That's
like
At there.
crazy.
So
the main highway, Highway 97, that goes through my town here, a couple blocks away. It's got 2 lanes, three lanes on each side. So it's basically 3 and 3. So it's like 6 lanes in total.
yeah.
But
So
yeah,
when they plow that, they do a three plow convoy
I hope
there.
so. I've never seen it personally. Like I'm usually sleeping because they usually, if it snows, usually go out later in the evening when there's less traffic, right? So they'll be
Yeah.
plowing during the nighttime a lot of the time.
Lots
Even
the
early morning, you'll hear them sometimes in the early morning, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
lots the says holy smokes.
Yeah.
Holy
Let's see.
smokes.
Scurvy says that plow just burns up snow with Sith lightning.
There you go.
And I'll be proud if that plow gets that name. Yes, I'll let you know, Scurvy. And I'm not Canadian, but I appreciate anyone that can chainsaw their way to wood and then turn it into planks for building. Then go mudding and smoke a dart. Maybe you have a fight, but be buds after all.
Nice.
Yeah, he goes,
Yeah.
holy smokes. Yeah, exactly.
Holy
All
smokes.
right, so with that, I think, well, actually, I want to switch it up a little bit. Do I even have that other one on here?
Oh, and I want to mention today is International Mountain Day.
Alrighty.
Well, that's amazing. I never knew that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so.
Oh, by the way, if you want to talk about special days, was not November 8th like the 44th anniversary of John Lennon's murder?
No, no.
December 8th. December
December
8th.
8th.
December
December
8th.
8th.
Oh, it hasn't happened yet. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, but
No, no,
No, it
it
I
already
did
knew it.
already.
happened.
It happened 3 days ago. Was the 44th anniversary of being shot by Mark David Chapman.
Yeah.
And another important day for the U.S. is December 7th. If you get
Pearl Harbor.
Oh,
the
that already.
reference,
Pearl
yeah.
Yeah,
Harbor, yeah.
I already
But
talked about Pearl Harbor.
but
Yes.
Lennon was shot this month, right? Like, am I getting this wrong?
Yeah, Lennon was shot December 8th, 1980.
December. Okay. Oh,
December.
and it is
Yeah,
December. Oh
December
my
8th.
God! I'm still thinking I'm back in November all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
sad.
And
Alrighty.
Let Gorilla get some sleep, Scurvy says.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
some sleep too.
Yeah,
uh,
exactly.
And
and the
Alright.
winter solstice falls on December 21st on a Saturday this year.
Yeah,
The
Diane's
first day of
birthday. My
winter.
wife's birthday. My wife's
Yeah, I
birthday.
know. I know that's your wife Diane's birthday. Yeah, I remember.
And Mikey,
Um,
and that is the shortest day of the year, is it not? Or is that Christmas or Christmas Eve?
solstice.
no,
Solstice.
no, it's winter
Solstice.
solstice is where the true beginning of winter starts because then when you get to March 21st, that becomes the spring equinox and that becomes the next season. So it goes winter, then to spring. So
Yeah, the 21st is the shortest day of the year, as far as
Man,
I
I'm
know.
getting dizzy.
What the
you're
hell
getting
are you
busy.
doing,
I'm
Gorilla?
getting dizzy,
You're
man.
over you doing?
Shut the pie
Do
hole.
this again?
Oh yeah,
Shut
Damn
the
it! I
oh
thought
pie
it was
baby,
a
holes.
porno.
a little
Stop.
harder.
Quit,
He
quit,
said,
quit,
"Shut the pie holes."
Well,
Oh
well,
yeah,
Gorilla.
lemon pie. You be careful. If you're not careful, I'll make you. I'll put a
All
hole in
right.
your pie.
you might lose your leg.
Gorilla, if you stroke it more than 3 times like that, you're playing with it too long.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I play with it.
We're oh, don't forget, guys. Besides Christmas, they're also celebrating. For Jewish holiday, they're celebrating the Hanukkah, and then of course with the African Canadians and Americans, they're celebrating their Kwanzaa. So there's
All
like
right.
3 different things.
Shut the pie holes.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Can I go to sleep yet?
No, not yet.
Gorilla shaking his panel.
Go
All
to
right, well,
bed,
guys,
Gorilla.
we gotta cut it off here. It's midnight here, so you guys have a good night. Remember to be a gorilla, and make sure you get a dentist who prescribes you with the good shit.
Thanks to you, we climb so high, together reaching for the sky. With every voice and every sound, with the gorillas, hear us pound. So raise your hands and feel the vibe. To every listener, you are trying.